Yes.
Yo. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man?
Chilling, man. Hanging out. hanging out.
What the fuck, dude? We're here with
I'm in a silly mood. I'm in a very silly mood.
Man today.
I'm a wacky man. I'm in a very light mood.
Well,
I just read. Did you ever read Thomas Merton before?
I have read Thomas Merton.
I finished his book, Seven Story Mountain.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
what's it about?
Oh, it's about this guy who becomes a Trappist monk and how his whole journey, like basically kind of draft dodged, honestly. He was facing World War II and he was like, maybe I will become.
I'm actually a monk.
And he's pretty clear about it. He was like, I was just going to check it out. And they're like, they'll give you one more month to get your affairs in order. And he's like, yeah, monk it is. And his brother went actually and died as a pilot. And he wrote a very beautiful poem for his brother at the end of the book.
Oh, damn.
It was about his like brother's dead body that's just charred up in the middle of some field.
Jesus
Pretty
Christ.
great. It's a beautiful book though.
Yeah.
Very nice.
He embraced Eastern philosophy and Buddhism, and he was like the first major religious heavyweight in the West to do that. So that his writings are actually still pretty popular.
Yeah. So either way, that's why I'm in a very light mood. I finished it last
Buoyant.
night.
Thomas Merton has made you buoyant.
It has. He's lifted me above just this absolute terrible society that we're all trapped in.
Well, I'm sure our discussion will bring you back down to earth.
Yeah, let's talk Diddy.
Put you in the seventh circle of Dante's Inferno.
Yeah, so you did a deep dive on the diddler himself.
P. Diddy, yes. You know, it's kind of interesting. I like to stick to facts.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been watching people talk about P. Diddy, and some guy says this, and there's just been this rabid speculation. And then I think I've even seen the Illuminati, that he's part of the Illuminati or something like that.
That's Jay-Z.
And yes. Yeah. And so I decided to take a deep dive into P. Diddy. I got his lawsuits, the 5 lawsuits that were pending against him. I read them. And 2 of those lawsuits were initiated by women who were minors at the time. I mean, he was really into roofing young girls.
Yeah.
And molesting them. And one of the girls that he roofied, he took video of him doing a Bill Cosby on her, and then showed it to a bunch of his friends after. And so he's kind of a nasty piece of work. But all his homes were equipped with hidden cameras.
Yeah. Remind you of anyone?
Yeah, really.
So people are comparing him to Epstein. Now it's going to be interesting because I believe that he's going to take the fall for a lot.
You think he's going down?
I think he's going to take the fall for a lot of people because there are, I mean, he was very unlike
Diddy, though. He let Shine go to.
True. Well, actually, that was like almost like a real trial. Yeah. I think this one's going to be very carefully choreographed, and some other, like maybe his sons may go down. I mean, his sons seem to be rapists too. So it's kind of interesting. But where the 2 interconnect, it's kind of, which is what I found out is Damian Williams is the U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York. And he was the one that covered up the Epstein trial. Mm-hmm. His district oversaw that investigation, and they only called 4 witnesses. And those victims had only been molested by Epstein and Maxwell. They didn't call any witnesses that were molested by any of the power brokers that Epstein was pandering to.
Is this the original trial where they sealed it, or his most recent one?
No, the last one.
Okay,
actually, Maxwell's trial.
Gotcha.
He was going to prosecute Epstein too, but Epstein, his death kind of precluded that.
True, yeah.
But yes, that trial was totally choreographed, and it was a total fix. I mean, Maxwell should have been indicted on multiple counts of child trafficking. And the procurers should have been, they could have done a RICO with it, where you get the procurers, you indict them on 10 counts of child trafficking, they're looking at 1,000 years, and then they roll over on the big fish. And that did not happen in that case at all. They kept it very tight, and only Maxwell was the one that went down. Now that guy is the guy, and because it's kind of strange that P. Diddy's homes in LA and Miami were the ones that were searched, but that search warrant emanated from the Southern District of New York, Damian Williams. So he's taking the helm of the P. Diddy
he's in
case.
control of all. Yeah, that's
And
kind of nuts.
So that's why I know that the fix is in with P. Diddy. But this is also interesting. Damian Williams went to Yale Law School on a grant from the Soroses.
What?
And where it gets a little interesting is Peter Soros, their kid, is in Epstein's black book, and he's circled twice. Now, being circled incriminates you because the house manager who ripped off the black book circled all the people that he thought were in cahoots with Epstein, and Peter Soros is circled twice. So that's kind of a conflict of interest, but I don't think that really matters.
So why are the penalties so low? So she got 20 years, right, for trafficking kids?
Yeah.
Because if you look up, you hear about guys molesting kids. They get out a lot of times. Like did you see the Nickelodeon thing?
Yeah.
Well, they would get out after like
Pickle
6
Boy?
Yeah, Pickle Boy. They would do. Why?
Boy.
How is the
Free
law
my
set
man,
up?
Pickle Boy, dude. Free my man, Pickle Boy.
Roof him, dude. Put him under the jail, dude.
Yeah, he's back.
How is it that the penalties are only like 6 years for that versus like you would think like
Dude, we watched Zodiac last night. The alleged Zodiac killer,
yeah.
Lee Allen or whatever.
Yeah.
He got in the middle of being the Zodiac, allegedly.
Yeah.
He got arrested working at a school for molesting children. He went to jail for like 3 years.
Yeah, why is the penalty so low for that?
Got out, went right back to writing Zodiac letters and killing people. Anyway,
Jerk.
yeah, you get like 10 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I have no idea why the law is set up that way. You would think, like I always say, like, who would you rather live next to, and that should be the law. How long you go to jail for? Pedophiles, 100 years. 100
Well, I
years.
mean, it's
Not 4.
it's a 15 to life sentence. So I'm sure that if you're living in a trailer park and you molest a girl, that they'll put you away for life.
Yeah.
But it's a little different with the people that run our world, I guess.
Or it's a life sentence to live with your mom. I think that's the life sentence. Life sentence, your mother's basement for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you gotta go home.
I would off myself
grounded.
before that happened.
You just get grounded, I guess, if you're a pedophile. But yeah, that's crazy. Maxwell was like, she was famous for it. You'd think they'd make an example out of her for a long time. You were saying she's in a dormitory now?
She's in a dormitory. And the dormitories are generally for people that have done time and been exemplary prisoners and are about to get out. But she's right in a dormitory now.
That's crazy.
And she got how many years?
She got 20 years.
Do you think how many of those do you think she's serving?
Well, in the Fed system, I mean, not that this is going to really count.
Yeah.
In the Fed system, you've got to do 85% of your time. So she should end up doing like 27 years or 17 years.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I mean, she kept her mouth shut, and she's got a lot of money that's waiting for her. And I think that was kind of the deal. This is just my opinion. My surmise is
Yeah.
they sat Maxwell down. They said, Ghislaine, you've done some really good stuff for us. You've enabled us to blackmail a lot of people. But, if you keep your mouth shut, you won't end up like Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, you're going to have to do some time, but then you're going to have lots of money when you get out.
Yeah, maybe she'll have her own like Target line. She'll have like home goods Target line. Buy Ghislaine Maxwell.
I was thinking, I don't know if Target would stoop that. Maybe Walmart should have her own Walmart line. I'm a Minnesotan, and Target began in Minnesota.
True,
So
true.
I have kind of a
My bad.
special affinity
Excuse
for. Although what's kind of strange is I think Walmart and Target are kind of a jump ball, but as far as like quality and service and things like that. But people in New York actually have Target bags. It's almost chic to have like a Target bag. I've never ever seen a Walmart bag because someone using a Walmart bag in New York.
Yeah, they'll walk around. Usually they're homeless if they're walking around.
Yeah, if you got the Walmart bag, things
That
aren't
is
going
not.
well.
Yeah, that's not a Louis Vuitton purse by any means.
Well, actually, I saw a homeless guy in New York a couple of weeks ago. He had like 8 Target bags.
No.
So
So he was doing well.
homeless chic. Yeah.
Well, so the Diddy thing, you think Diddy's go? I wonder. I don't think Diddy thinks he's gonna go down.
Where do you get that?
I just think about it because it's like, because they were saying like, well, they were like, he could just flee the country, but I was like, I don't think he thinks he's going to
Somebody just told me that. They're like, Matt said he doesn't think he's going down. I was like, is Matt fucking talking to him?
No, I'm just saying like, because otherwise you think he would flee. But if he's, I don't know.
I think he is. I think the boys got him.
He invented the remix, dude. You think he's not going down?
Now that's a valid point.
Because otherwise, he has the means to. He's a flight risk. He could take off.
I would think that there's a eye in the sky on P. Diddy.
You think it's like, okay, that makes
I think
sense.
the people that raided his house are
True.
pretty powerful.
True.
I think they got a good location on that guy.
Yeah.
They're like, we know you got blackmail stuff. That's what I heard. I heard they raided the house to get the
blackmail material.
Yeah.
I mean, the same thing happened with Epstein, where they drilled his safe and they pulled out hundreds of DVDs.
What?
And I've done freedom of information requests on. I didn't, of course, want the DVDs because who knows, what licentious, nefarious things they're filled with. But I did ask for reports on the DVDs.
I've been having a tough time getting Pornhub down here. I might need the Epstein DVDs.
The box set.
The box set, dude. Get the portable DVD player going in the bathroom.
Well, if I ever get the DVDs, I'll
Toss me the good ones. Toss me the good ones.
So
Scrub the bad stuff and
Get rid of the bad stuff.
it's kind of funny. When Epstein died, the Fed said the case was closed.
Yeah.
So then I put in a FOIA for the reports. And then they said the case is ongoing.
Oh, really?
And then I did it again. I don't know, about 3 months ago. And then again, they said the case is ongoing. I mean, the guy's in the ground and rotting, but the case is ongoing. So
trying to see that Stephen Hawking. I'm trying to see
I
him
want to see Stephen
thunderclap.
Hawking fucking
that would have been tough, I think.
reverse forward. Just
Back that thing up, dude.
Maybe-
back it up, Terry.
Hawkins might know some stuff about physics that we don't have a clue about.
True.
So, yeah.
True.
You never know.
Sexually, he could.
Yeah,
Get a little wormhole going.
yeah, that's kind of crazy. So he got. So Diddy, I know who was implicated in Diddy's was Cuba Gooding Jr. got hit pretty hard. Everyone thinks Meek Mill was involved just because he was like, they named basically his circumstances. But what was like the worst one? Because I knew he had the case against Cassie. That you're saying he had the underage people. Then there was
Little
the
Rod.
producer. Little Rod. That was the most fascinating one.
That was the last one. And Little Rod, I mean, it's kind of interesting because they've done 3 addendums. His attorneys have done 3 addendums to his initial statement. And each one is getting more salacious and nefarious.
Because the first one was pretty bad. That was
the
Was
first
Lil Rod with Cuba Gooding?
What's that?
Yes.
Was he the one that
Yeah.
Cuba got?
Yeah.
Yep. Cuba got him.
More like Cuba batting,
Sure.
if you ask me.
It's kind of interesting on that link that I sent you. It's
Come on, this is all I got.
the link that I sent you. It was Diddy and his kid Justin took a rapper. We only know the guy's name is G, and took him into the bathroom, and then multiple shots rang out, and then the door opened, and G just happened to be bleeding from his abdomen, and Diddy told Jones, don't say I had anything to do with this, and I got to leave and take off. And then Jones was taken out. It was at Diddy's studio. Jones was taken out of the studio, and the cops were called. And I've got a news article that says that G was shot outside the studio. But Jones took pictures of the bathroom.
Of the blood in the bathroom.
And
I saw that.
There's a bunch of blood in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So I think that shooting people, that's probably against the law too. It's hard. But Diddy's head of security, Fahim Muhammad, he was head of security for Michael Jackson. So there's a dude that knows how to keep secrets. And according to Jones, he's a fixer. He's really tied into the LAPD. And what's really interesting with that is, Michael Jackson was getting prescription drugs from all over, and he was using pseudonyms like Josephine Baker, and I think Jack London was one of them. But then Fahim Muhammad's name is right there as far as one of the people that was providing Jackson with drugs. And nothing happened to Muhammad. The doctor had some problems that was prescribing them, but nothing happened to Fahim Muhammad. So, and Jones maintains that he's like a superlative adept fixer, that he's got connections in the LAPD that can make, he said, that can make either problems or people go away.
Damn. I think Diddy got too pumped on Empire. I think that might have been what happened. He might have watched Empire too many times. Dude. Freaked out.
Shoot a guy in the stomach in front of your son. Like, this is our empire. Dude.
Well, the son's busted. I heard the son is like for sure getting busted on one of the things.
Last lawsuit is against the son.
Yeah.
And it was Diddy rented a yacht, and some woman said that she had been molested. That the woman, Diddy's implicated because the woman said that Diddy set up a environment where these workers were going to get molested, and this woman
put him on a yacht.
Yeah, put him on a yacht. There's no way to go.
Yeah,
it's the implication.
Damn. Well, Diddy's going down. You heard it first. I didn't know. I was like, maybe they don't have enough solid stuff on him. So just a lot of it is like a lot of hearsay. But yeah, it seems like he's going to go to jail. He's going to go there.
I think he's getting Epstein.
Kels is out, but Kels, Diddy. Damn. Well, think he's going to get killed?
Yeah, probably, right? If he does.
I don't know. They're going to probably give him the Ghislaine Maxwell talk. Well, did some bad things. And it all depends upon who he's compromising people for. Because there's enough information that his homes had hidden cameras, that I actually believe that his homes had hidden cameras. So I just don't think that he was blackmailing people for himself. Yeah. Now, what's really interesting is the guy that he started Bad Boy Records with is Clive Davis. Mm-hmm. And Clive Davis has an interesting criminal history. He was charged with not paying his taxes in 71, 72, and 73. He was head of CBS Records. And he was busted embezzling $94,000 from CBS Records. And the guy that he was using was a Genovese crime family named Pasquale Falcone. And how they intersected with, this is kind of interesting, how they intersected with Davis is Falcone was smuggling 22 pounds of heroin into the United States. And then they started looking at Falcone, and then they saw that he was doing these illegalities with Clive Davis. And then he also shelled out $250,000 for payola. That's giving kickbacks to radio stations, which is totally illegal. Yeah. But he did all these things, Clive Davis, he did all these things, and he walked. The dude never spent a day in jail.
Oh, then he teamed up with the Diddler. That makes sense.
And then he came out with the Diddler.
The feds said,
yeah, that was the connection.
We need you. We need the Diddler.
Damn.
So you've got it's an interesting alchemy right now with P. Diddy. You've got his head of security, who is a fixer, who knows how to keep secrets about child abuse. You've got Clive Davis, who has been busted on innumerable things and felonies and not spend a day in jail. And then you've got a U.S. attorney that likes to cover up child abuse. So it's a pretty interesting alchemy to see how those things all turn out.
What do you think about Jay-Z? Nothing on him yet at all?
There's a lot of innuendo about this person or that person. Like Diddy says when he was sued by his girlfriend, Cassandra, Cassie Ventura. According to Jones, he says, well, I've got enough leverage on Bishop T.D. Jakes to get him to go to bat for me and say I'm a good guy and nice guy. And now Bishop T.D. Jakes, he's got a real estate empire. I mean, he's got a mega church in Dallas, but he's got like a real estate empire. And now one person on Twitter said that he's gay. So then the next thing, everybody in the news
that's
saying,
pretty good, though.
Yeah, and he's blackmailing T.D. Jakes because he likes little boys, or whatever. So
one guy calling you gay on Twitter might be the straightest guy on earth.
I know.
And the person said, well, It's right there on Twitter.
Yeah.
So now here's a guy that's worth millions of dollars, and he just did a deal with Wells Fargo that could be up to $1 billion in housing. So, and he's a preacher, which his being a media mogul and also a real estate baron, it seems a little at odds with preaching. I mean, not when you get to the evangelical side and you're on television, I guess not.
Yeah, megachurch. Yeah, megachurches are like basically businesses and stuff where you can, you just get a guy and be like, yo, fund me. I'm going to start 10 more of these things.
I got to meet Jim and Tammy Baker once. Not really the highlight of my life, but it was interesting. A friend of mine he was an Herbalife distributor, and the feds busted him.
What? For what?
Dispensing Herbalife, marijuana.
Oh, he wasn't actually Herbalife, yeah.
This is before, I used to call it Herbalife. Now, but that reference is kind of lost.
He used to dispense Herbalife.
There was actually something called Herbalife.
I benefited financially.
There was actually something called Herbalife, but you guys are too young to know about that. When you get old and crusty like me, there's a lot of references.
I remember Herbalife. The guys, there was this couple that would stand in the back of the church, and they had pins that said "Lose weight now, ask me how," and they would stand in the back of the church.
At Catholic church, get them out of there. They're selling their wares.
I know. I almost flipped. They had tables.
You
I
got
would
flip
flip
the
them.
tables.
But yeah, it was this couple, and they had the guy with like a skinny guy with a mustache and the lady with 80s hair, and they were just standing in the back, and they looked great. I'll be honest. They were both
good.
looking pretty slender.
Yeah.
So a buddy of mine,
Pre-Instagram, you had to just go stand in public and go,
Lose
I
weight
know
now."
secrets. There's secret drugs you can take. Everything will be better.
It was just a veteran, probably. Yeah.
try crystal meth.
Yeah.
You lose
An
weight.
Herbalife together, you will lose weight. So I was visiting a buddy of mine in the federal prison in Rochester, Minnesota, which is kind of like a club fed. A lot of mafia guys end up there. And when you visit someone, at least in this prison, they put you in a little group and then they escort you across this courtyard. And I was in the same group as Tammy Faye. And she looked like, she does when she's live, she looks like maybe an Avon train wreck or something like that. I mean, she's definitely putting on her makeup with a trowel.
Yeah.
And I wondered why Jim Baker got, he was originally like 100 years or something. I mean, it was appealed and got knocked down, and she got nothing. But when I met them both, so I was talking to my buddy, and
what they did, they were like a mega. What do they do?
Well, they had a mega church, and
they got arrested.
Well, he got arrested for embezzling and all kinds of other things, and he was building like a born again. Yeah, there we go. There's
like a secretary from the Drew Carey show.
Yeah, it really is, dude. It's exactly that. That's crazy. Cleveland rocks.
So I was visiting my buddy, and then she came and sat next to Jim, and I was sitting next to my buddy, and he had this sinister grin on his face. I mean, there was something kind of malignant about him. And what I felt about Tammy was, if you wanted to go to the bathroom, you had to go up to like this desk and they'd give you a key. And then, and I watched her go up to this desk. And the only thing I could think of, and I'm not trying to be disparaging here,
sure.
but the only thing I could think of is she's really a fucked up person. I mean, that's really what I felt.
Honest.
I mean, and he's sinister. And now he's got his own evangelical show again.
Oh, he got out, and now he's back to the same thing. So what was her deal, though? Was she there just to visit him?
To visit him, yeah. And she ultimately...
Herbalife. Just dumped out some Herbalife.
Did they get conjugals? Did he get conjugals in there? Maybe he was smiling.
Conjugals got... I don't think there's any more conjugals left.
They don't do that anymore?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, of course, prisoners have their own conjugal thing.
True.
But,
true that.
Of a certain stripe. But... well, so Jim Baker's got his own show now, and you would think with all that scandal, and I was also told that Jim, I probably shouldn't say this because it's it is derogatory and defaming. But I was told that Jim spent a lot of time on his knees when he was in prison.
Really?
Praying.
Yeah.
Damn, who told you that?
Some people that were that did time with him.
Damn.
So
Probably, I mean, his enthusiasm was probably great.
True.
So now that I know these,
You got to take it out. Come out of this.
so now that I know these
demon
things
out of
about
this
Jim,
Just anointing himself with the chrism, dude.
Running around after he gets the facial.
That is insane. I mean, again, I know what you're saying. You don't want to implicate yourself in any kind of negative smearing, but as just a joke, it's very funny for a mega church pastor to just be pulling it out of guys in prison.
Say your name, demons.
Be out.
Be gone from this man. Oh, Lord. Oh.
mega church pastors get into a lot of those problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all freaks.
Yeah, it's and I feel sorry for the people that believe in them and then ultimately end up giving them tons of money. And
Yeah.
there was an article. It was either Time or Newsweek did an article because Jim Baker would go out with all these prostitutes, and then he would have them do stuff. And
Yeah.
you know, and there was one prostitute that said, you know, I've got 2 kids, and I wouldn't let them near that guy. So, and here he is preaching to millions of people every Sunday.
Really? She was like, he was too.
I guess he's got some aberrations.
Yeah, some requests.
Time magazine and or Newsweek, I can't remember which one, really didn't delineate on those aberrations, but I think that we can, from the anecdote that I've told you about is stay in prison, I think we can maybe extrapolate.
True.
Well.
Yeah. Probably some.
All right, so final thoughts on the diddler?
I think he's going to go down. But here's the thing. Diddy just didn't have musician friends, but he was plugged into politics, not quite like Epstein.
Vote or die.
But
I forgot about
Yeah, he was all.
Yeah, true.
and he also had a lot of sports people too. So going to he had regular parties and then he had what he called freak off parties.
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting to see if any other people are going to go down. And the feds can be very persuasive. I mean, they can say, Diddy, you made a lot of money. I mean, we can take it all.
Yeah, true.
And put you away for 1 million years, and then, or else you can go gently into that good night, and you can keep your money, and we won't arrest half your family.
Damn.
I wrote a book called Confessions of a DC Madam, and it was about a guy who ran a gay escort service in Washington D.C. and there was a CIA asset that would use his escorts to frame closeted guys. It was a blackmail operation. And here's the guy, he was a mortician.
That sucks. Just being a guy fucking a gay prostitute and then be like, gotcha. And be like, fuck. We filmed you.
That would for real.
So with Henry, he was a mortician, but he was raised in the southern corner of West Virginia, where people, preach with snakes and things like that. And so Henry moved to DC, and he'd been closeted this whole time. And then through a weird set of circumstances, he bought an gay escort service. And from a guy that was dying. And Henry is really brilliant as far as a marketer. So what he did is he opened up the yellow pages and he started calling all the escort services, which are generally fly-by-night operations. And if the phone was disconnected, he'd call up the telephone company and he'd say, I'll pay for the arrears. So he ended up with like half the escorts in the DC yellow pages.
True arrears.
True, yeah.
Rear enders. Butt sex.
So his dying friend was like, "Yo, I'll sell you. I'll give you a fire sale."
It was actually
a stable full.
It was
of
someone
gay
he
men.
met who was like a gay version of the Chippendales.
Well,
Introduced him to this guy. So, and he just and there was a guy. Okay, so with Henry, Now, here's a guy that was running a gay escort service. I mean, all he was doing is running a gay escort service.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
And
not
he was
buying-
gay too. You said he was gay in the closet, and then he bought.
He's an innocuous guy. He's a very gentle guy, very quiet, unassuming. I mean,
Gay.
yeah, you would never know that. If you
yeah.
just met him, you'd never know the kind of history he had. So he was indicted on 46 RICO counts.
Damn.
So he was looking at 395 years in prison. And this is what the feds said to him. Henry, we've used your escorts to compromise a lot of guys. And, we appreciate that. And we're going to make a deal with you. We can put you away for 295 years with all these RICO indictments.
Yeah.
And
that's in gay years or regular guy years? That's like 20 in regulars straight.
So they said, Henry, we'll give you a consolation prize. You keep your mouth shut and we'll only put you away for 5 years.
Whoa.
So he took the deal. But he was totally sold down the river by his attorney, who was Greta Van Susteren. I mean, what she did to him was pretty egregious.
What'd she do?
She basically sold him out to the government. Anything that the government wanted to do,
It sucks.
she allowed them to do. And she's a Scientologist. I don't know if you guys are familiar. But she got Henry to go to like Scientology boot camp and get cleared. He actually, if
you got clear?
Once you're cleared, you get a blue cake. And then Henry actually got a blue cake. But then he had to go back and get sentenced. And
He got clear before he went to jail.
yeah, he had some time.
Got blue cakied.
He had some time to get cleared before he went to prison.
That's cool.
But that's what happened with him, is that he was made that deal, and I can see Diddy being made that deal.
Gotcha. That makes sense. He's gonna, the power brokers will.
Yeah.
I mean, how about people just stop being sexually impious and we wouldn't have these problems?
Speak for yourself.
I think in this day and age, that's kind of,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, well, I feel like now they can just grab the web history off people. They can just snag your Pornhubs and be like, yo.
I'm really glad that I was a wild kid in my youth. And I'm really glad that smartphones weren't around in my youth. And YouTube wasn't around, or else I don't know if I'd be able to be a journalist, a respected journalist today. I mean, not that I'm that respected, but I'm somewhat respected.
You're on this podcast, so that's pretty good.
True. Yeah, no,
This is
being
where all
plugged
the
in,
respected journalists go.
being plugged into phone porn from 12 is like pretty wild.
Yeah, I've been reading about that. It severely messes kids up. That
Yeah, I would think.
Here, Gardini's young.
Yeah, Gardini's
He's
victim.
an absolute deviant.
But then the thing about Pornhub is they've been busted like nearly 120 times with minors. I mean, you would think that they'd get shut down after 10 or 20 or 30 or something.
Putting out vids of minors, basically. Or just like child labor laws, like having like data entry.
And actually, there's been some girls that were minors that have sued Pornhub.
From their stuff being out. Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Dang.
Everyone has to upload their ID, dude. That's what they do in Texas now. You have to upload your driver's license.
Yeah, I read about that.
I like that.
Not
Yeah,
necessarily a bad idea.
Obviously, probably a good thing, but
Yeah, it's fair.
it's dampening my jacks.
Yeah.
It's put a real damper on my jacks. You just go on and you're immediately reminded of child sex. You're like, oh.
Yeah, true. You go. What do they say?
I
Like,
jack off to that. I don't need thumbnams anymore. I jack off to the governor's warning. I go, oh my God, this is bad.
there's so much porn behind this.
That's innovative.
Yeah,
Or you just end up jacking off to your own license. Like, fuck it.
this is a crazy photo. It doesn't even look like me.
The thing about it is, I'm sure you've got narcissists out there that do that.
I mean, yeah, especially to your license photo. That'd be crazy.
All right, I think
That's supreme confidence.
we need to make the move, dude. We need to discuss the truth about Watergate.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on here?
The Truth About Watergate, that's my last book. Everything that you know about Watergate the vast majority is a lie.
So Forrest Gump didn't break it up?
He played only a minor role in Watergate. It's interesting. What happened with Watergate, and there's been some really great books written about Watergate, but they're tomes, and they're very, very complex. And it's hard. I mean, you have to kind of study them. So my goal was to be the unified field theory of Watergate revisionist books. And what happened with Nixon is Nixon decided to do strategic arm limitation talks with the Soviets. And he also started to open up China for diplomacy, rapprochement. And he was doing this behind the backs of the CIA, the Department of Defense, and actually the State Department. And on his first or second day, Nixon didn't like the CIA, and because he felt that the CIA sabotaged him with when he ran against JFK in 1960. So Nixon, it was, I think, National Security Memorandum 2 was some kind of innocuous document that he issued his first or second day, where he said that the CIA, the Department of Defense, and the State Department will have no input whatsoever in any of my geopolitical moves. Basically, he was telling those three bodies just to go to hell, and he was going to do his own thing. And then he started making contact with the Russians, and then he started making contact with the Chinese. He'd been a Cold Warrior, and he saw that wasn't working. He saw that containment wasn't working. And he just saw that we were spending all this money, and he just realized it just wasn't prudent. It would never work. So he started to do this, and then the Joint Chiefs of Staff actually had an espionage ring against Nixon. It's called the Moore-Radford affair. Thomas Moore was head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He was an admiral, and they used Moore and they used Radford, who was a yeoman. That was the link between, because he was using the National Security Council. Nixon was to do all these moves, and Radford was the liaison between the Joint Chiefs and the National Security Staff. So Radford was stealing all these documents. And Alexander Haig was in on it too. And actually Haig plays a role in the demise of Nixon. So Haig was enabling Radford to steal all these documents.
Who's Haig?
Alexander Haig is, he's a general. He was the Joint Chiefs of, he was Nixon's chief of staff. And then he was ultimately the overall leader of NATO.
Oh, I would love to see.
And he's from Philadelphia.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's from Philadelphia.
Damn.
Go Birds.
So the Joint Chiefs started this espionage ring against Nixon, but the Nixon administration outed the espionage ring.
Oh, they found out.
Yeah. So then the CIA started to infiltrate the Nixon administration, kind of like Scarface at the end of the movie, where he's double-crossed the Bolivian drug dealer, and all those assassins are coming. Okay, so that's what the CIA did to the Nixon administration. I mean, they just started inundating the Nixon administration from all different types of angles. And what's interesting about Watergate, it's a conspiracy within a conspiracy. Because McCord and Hunt, who are the two guys that were busted in Watergate, their goal was to take down Nixon. They wanted to take down Nixon. But there were two agendas at work. And this is actually my third book on sexual political blackmail, because at the heart of Watergate is a CIA sexual honey trap. And what's really interesting, so the burglars broke into Watergate, and there was a secretary from the Democratic National Committee named Maxie Wells. She kept photos of prostitutes in her desk under lock and key. And if you were a Democratic VIP, you would go there and take a look, and then these girls would be at the Columbia Plaza, which was a high-class apartment building. And the CIA had film was had video or film or whatever.
So you would just walk into this lady's office and she'd be like, check out these ladies.
I mean, I'm sure that there was some kind of secret handshake or code or something like that.
Gotcha.
Probably like, hey, I'd like a hooker. Is there one around? So,
Do you think these girls are pretty?
so John, the woman that ran that escort
I hear the
service.
cherry blossoms are beautiful this time of year. Oh, yes, they are. Yes, Senator.
I don't know if there was a lot of cherries at that.
Oh, yeah.
But
The cherries are gone.
I think cherries have been gone a long time. But so John Dean's wife, Maureen Dean, was good friends of Heidi Reichen, who ran that escort service, that CIA compromise escort. And actually, G. Gordon Liddy said that she was part of that escort service. And he was sued, but he managed to win it. The first was a hung jury, but then he won the second trial. But anyway, so one of the burglars, Eugenio Martinez, had a key to the desk where the pictures were taken,
Oh, no.
where the pictures were kept. And when they got busted, their photograph equipment was on her desk. So, but then there was another. Okay, so that was the first conspiracy, and that was initiated by.
I'm sorry, when he used the key, did he get rid of those pictures and they were never
No,
found?
no.
what was he doing?
He got busted before he could even get into the desk.
Okay.
I mean, they were on them really quickly, and he tried to get rid of the key. He got the shit kicked out of him twice by Carl Schaffler.
Damn.
Who was
Fucking Schaffler.
Carl Schaffler was the cop that was notified that the Watergate break-in was going down.
Why was he trying to take the pictures of the naked ladies?
I think that they wanted to take as many
Compromise
pictures
Democrats, or-
pictures of whatever documentation, women, anything that they possibly could.
And this was a CIA guy stealing the ladies?
Okay, so
Yeah, let's
I'm confused.
hold on.
The lady's name was, what was the wife's name again?
Maureen Dean, John
Maureen
Dean's
Dean.
wife.
Gotcha.
Who's John Dean?
Okay, so John Dean was counsel to the president,
Okay.
and he was the guy that supposedly saw that that the Nixon administration was awash in moral turpitude and corruption.
Gotcha.
And he's the guy. He had a book called. It's actually a great piece of fiction. It's called Blind Ambition. And he was the guy that turned on Nixon in the Nixon administration. And then ultimately it was Nixon's word against Dean's word. But there's quotes or there's tapes of Nixon talking about Dean and Dean lying. I mean, Dean, he's a snaky guy. Mm-hmm. And Maureen Dean was very, very attractive. And John Dean, well, but she was good friends with Heidi Reichen. And what's really interesting is a number of people have thought that she was working as a prostitute for Heidi Reichen or working with Heidi Reichen, running her prostitute gig. And now, John Dean's book was Blind Ambition, and Maureen Dean was Watergate, A Woman's Journey. And they both say that they met in L.A., that Maureen Dean was living in L.A. when they met. And then they had a torrid romance. And then Maureen Dean flew to Washington. And then that was it. She moved in with John Dean. Mm-hmm. But I found an article in the Washington Post where it's talking about her working for the government before that. So either they're lying in their books or the Washington Post is lying because it's out of the. If you take that chronology in the Washington Post, it's because people have said Maureen Dean was a hooker, but it never made any sense to me because she flew back to Washington, D.C. and she lived with John Dean. She didn't need to be a hooker to make money. But according to the Washington Post, she was already in Washington, D.C. when she met John Dean. So with that timeline, it's definitely feasible that she could have been a hooker with Heidi Reichen. And plus, her and Heidi Reichen were very good friends. That's pretty much proven.
Gotcha. So what did they actually nail him for? So you're saying that Nixon, if I'm right or wrong, but I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but it's like Nixon's people had this prostitution thing going on, and they tried to expose that, and then he caught them trying to do
Okay,
that.
so what happened was Nixon didn't know anything.
He didn't know it was okay.
He didn't know anything about any
That's
of
kind of
this.
my question. Was
And actually, the top people in the Nixon administration didn't know about Watergate. They knew nothing about Watergate. And it was Jeb Magruder, who was the acting chairman of the committee to reelect the president. And it was John Dean that sent them in there to the Watergate.
And they were, the story I was always, they were just in there to steal what, Democrat like political plans?
Well, dirt.
They were just in there to get dirt on the
Dirt.
on
The second
Democrats.
time, the first time, actually, there were 2 break-ins. The first time was dirt, or the first time was, any kind of documentation, but the second time was definitely dirt.
Okay.
I mean, that's why they had the key to Maxie Wells' deaths.
Yes. But
Now-
if they were in there to get dirt, why would, I thought they were against Nixon, a
Well,
lot of those guys.
no, they were CIA guys.
Yeah.
All those guys were CIA, except for G. Gordon Liddy,
Okay.
the crazy one, but they were all CIA. So the overt plan to get it for them was to get dirt. The plan that Magruder and Dean told them to do was to get dirt. Now, there was a second agenda going on there. Those CIA guys, McCord and Hunt, had infiltrated the Nixon administration, like those assassins in Scarface. And their goal was to get Nixon out of office. And they had the opportunity because that was that whole thing was a setup. McCord really hated Nixon, and Hunt didn't like him at all. And just to make sure,
They're going to steal him out of the office?
what's that?
So they're going to kidnap him, steal him out of the office. So how are they going to do it, though? Are they just going to like plant something or just like look for bad
Or
stuff?
just intentionally get caught.
They were just going to see how
Yeah,
it went
sure.
out. But then there's the media side of it too, which I can get into a little bit later. But with the CIA guys, they wanted the burglars were Cubans that had worked with the CIA before. But Hunt and McCord were actual agents.
Gotcha.
Now they were ostensibly retired, but they weren't. I'm in the book. I show that they're still working with the CIA. So the goal of Dean and Magruder was to get dirt on the Democrats, and some people have speculated that Dean wanted those pictures because his wife was in those pictures. I don't know, but that's what people have speculated. But the CIA guys, that was not their goal. Their goal was to incriminate Nixon. And so at the Watergate, the Democratic National Committee was on the 6th floor. And on the 8th floor was the Federal Reserve Committee or whatever it was, Federal Reserve. And now someone had broken into the Federal Reserve about a month before the first Watergate burglary. And the McCord really tried hard to get busted. So at about midnight, 6 guys in suits signed into the Watergate at midnight and went up to the 8th floor, signed in for the Federal Reserve. But the security guard was like, I think he probably had the IQ of an avocado. He couldn't figure that out at all. So the second time they went in, there was a guy named Baldwin, and he called the DC police. And Carl Schaffler was he was a DC policeman, but he'd also worked for intelligence, probably a little bit of both. And he was a block and a half away. And then when the call came in, they went right to the Watergate, and then they got busted. And Nixon, so those were the two. It was a conspiracy within a conspiracy. The overt conspiracy was to get dirt, and then the CIA's conspiracy, the covert conspiracy, was to get Nixon.
And you're saying Nixon didn't even know about the
No.
get dirt plan?
Didn't have a clue. None of those guys did. And that's what they were calling each other. And they go, who sent these guys in? Because Nixon was way ahead of McGovern. I mean, he walloped McGovern. It was going to be probably the biggest landslide up to that point. Reagan's
Up till 2024.
True. Why did he get in trouble for people breaking in though? I don't understand.
what's that?
Why was he? Why? So he got
Okay,
in trouble. 'cause
so
there were
we're
many
Nixon-
crazy-
Yeah, they sent Watergate was just they sent people into the Democratic committee to steal shit. That's what he got impeached
He got
for.
blamed for that.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. That was the how it was portrayed,
Okay, that makes sense. So that's,
and that's what Nixon left office for. To hit the fucking
Yeah, hit
No,
I'm
no,
not
but
sorry,
what,
I'm
what
not.
happened, what he left office for was obstruction of justice. Because Nixon, I mean, you listen to the tapes of these guys and they're going like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, who ordered those guys to break in? Now, Magruder and Dean, who ordered them to break in, kept quiet. So those guys had no idea.
damn. So there was just like 9 burglars in the building, and everyone just
Yeah.
Spider-Man out.
But Nixon, his natural instinct was to cover it up. I mean, he didn't know why anybody broke into the office, or he didn't know some of the other crazy stuff that these guys had done.
Yeah.
But it was just his political instinct to cover it up.
Gotcha.
And that's where
Makes
he got
sense.
busted. Is he tried to use the CIA, and the CIA double-crossed him. He tried to use the CIA because the FBI launched this investigation, and they found leads to the Nixon administration because of Hunt and McCord. And he tried to get the CIA to play their national security guard to stop the FBI. Now, Richard Helm was head of the CIA at that point, and him and Nixon hated each other. When there would be a cabinet briefing or a National Security Council briefing, Helms was allowed to brief the cabinet members or the National Security Council, but then after that, he had to leave. I mean,
Yeah.
Nixon had overt, they really hated each other. Now, Richard Helms said, no, we're not going to cover it up. But then Nixon said something about the Kennedy assassination. And actually, there's tapes where Nixon is grilling Helms. Who shot John? Who shot John? And so Nixon leveraged them with the Kennedy assassination.
Oh wow.
And then Helms said, okay, we'll do it. But he didn't. So, and actually the CIA provided more incriminating evidence against Nixon. But Nixon didn't know any of this stuff. All these machinations were just going on below the surface.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I had no idea. I thought he got like in trouble for like stealing stuff. I didn't know what happened. I thought like, he actually just stole stuff and got busted and was like, my bad.
I'm not a crook, dude.
Yeah, I'm not a crook.
It's the thing is, if Dean and Magruder hadn't ordered those break-ins, then Nixon would have.
That's what was tied to his, to get those
would have been-
pictures
And
of their wives, their hot wives.
Damn.
They're a hot wife and they got busted. We gotta get those naked pictures of our hot prostitute wives out of there. Shit's about to go down.
Yeah.
well, at least they were
naked wives.
adults. I mean, I got to give them that much. You know?
What?
They were adults.
True.
I mean,
Yeah, true. Yeah.
By today's standards, that was
by
that was
today's
above
standard,
board.
yeah.
Yeah, it was actually very nice of them. Very chivalrous.
So they wanted Nixon out because he was trying to chill out on the Cold War.
Well, he was befriending the communists.
Yeah.
And the Hawks and the CIA and the Department of Defense hated the communists.
Nixon's always portrayed in like modern, every movie's in. He's like a war hawk. Like
Yeah.
he's always like, we need to nuke them now.
Yeah. Well,
Meanwhile, he was trying to de-escalate.
yes, big time. And he even told the Soviets that he was willing to relinquish Vietnam.
Didn't it end under his administration?
Yeah, Vietnam War?
Yeah.
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 I mean, he bombed the shit out of the Vietnamese
Yeah.
before he did
He
that.
gave that a shot.
But Nixon is kind of split personality. So he really worked hard to do a arms deal with the Soviets because he saw the nuclear escalation. And actually, he cut defense by 64% in his administration. And he did some positive, like OSHA, and he wanted to give health care for everybody, all Americans. He enacted some, Environmental Protection Agency. I mean, that was also a Nixon initiative. He did do some good things. Now we just look at him as evil incarnate. But but it was so. What was really interesting about this is Woodward and Bernstein were essentially the guys that the two reporters that brought him down, and they're the most pathological liars of probably anybody in the entire Watergate saga. It's really interesting. And Ben Bradley was the editor of the Washington Post, and he was a CIA guy too. So, and Woodward was also a CIA guy. Bernstein just wanted money for nothing and chicks for free. I mean, he blew all his money on prostitutes and coke. And he had a tough time after that. But
Bernstein.
And so what's fascinating, I mean, people think that those two are like the Mount Rushmore of journalism. And I mean, what's amazing about them is they're telling lies when they don't even need to lie. I mean, a lot of time they need to lie, and I understand that, but they're telling lies when they don't even need to lie. It's kind of amazing.
What were some of their most like egregious lies?
Deep Throat. Okay, Deep Throat was the guy that gave Woodward all the dirt on Nixon to take him down. Mm-hmm. Now,
why did he call himself Deep Throat, by the way?
What's that?
Why did he call
That
himself
was
Deep
back
Throat?
before it was really fucking. It really was. I remember even as a kid being like, "Why do they call him Deep Throat?" I don't like that. Didn't they make a porn right away? That like popularized.
Did it really?
That being like that's
that's
sexual.
Deep Throat.
Yeah.
There was a very popular porn movie called Deep Throat, and that's what Woodward.
Oh, he just named himself after it. That's pretty sick.
Oh, he named himself after it.
Well, he named his source Deep Throat.
Oh, okay.
Was the porn out before he named it Deep Throat?
The porn
Throat?
was out, and then there was a Supreme Court battle over it, and then the porn, and then it was back in.
Damn.
by the time.
My political name would have to be Thick Latina Mommies.
The source, Thick Latina Mommy, is here. He's here to give us all his secrets.
Amateur Latina Mommies.
Stepmom Stuck is here.
Yes, the dossier. So he named himself.
Girlfriend Experience is here.
He named himself after a porn. That's crazy.
Right,
No, he didn't. Woodward named him.
He named him after his favorite porn.
Fucking sick ass.
That's crazy.
That's fucked up. If I was Deep Throat, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Because he was briefing other agents. They'd be like, my source, Deep Throat. Like, all right, dude.
And Deep Throat hid his identity, right? So
Totally hid his identity.
You can't be like, dude, stop calling me Deep Throat. You just have to be like, fuck, I'm Deep Throat now.
But if you briefed all the other guys, you'd be like, well, Deep Throat. They'd be reading the thing like, dude, can you stop calling him Deep Throat, please? Mr. Blue is fine.
Yeah, Mr. Blue works.
But they rolled out a guy named Mark Felt who was severely impaired by Alzheimer's and said this was Deep Throat.
Yes.
And actually, I think Deep Throat was a composite. I think that Woodward was getting. I mean, Woodward's tapped into intelligence. He was naval intelligence.
Okay, so I'm sorry, for everybody that's not familiar with Watergate, Deep Throat was Woodward's inside source on all the stuff that broke to the Washington Post?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Woodward said that he had this elaborate system that he'd contact Deep Throat, that he would move this flower pot on his balcony. Okay, so his apartment faced a courtyard. So Deep Throat couldn't have just driven by and seen the balcony. He would have to go behind the parking lot. And here's where it really gets problematic. If Mark Felt was fired 6 months before the most incriminating stuff on Nixon came out, the tapes, and so he, according to Woodward's, I mean, no one said this, but he was driving in from Virginia every day, going behind Woodward's building and looking up.
Yeah.
It's total bullshit. I mean, it's
and there was never, and they never even found the identity of. So that seems kind of weird to me, to be a journalist and be like, I have a secret source.
Yeah.
And then write it as fact.
Yes.
That seems outrageous. You can literally make anything up and say, I have a secret source.
And especially, I mean, with all the lies that I catch them in. And then it's kind of interesting if Deep Throat ostensibly wanted to contact Woodward, he would take the New York Times and then he'd put the time, a clock on whatever page, and then the paper would be delivered to Woodward. But the problem is, all the New York Times that went to that particular apartment building were just put in a pile.
Yeah.
they weren't. They weren't put in front of Woodward's door. So the whole thing about Woodward is, and what happened was, as Watergate started taking a toll on the Nixon administration, he had to start firing people. He fired his chief of staff, Haldeman. He fired his domestic czar, John Ehrlichman. He had to fire his attorney general, Richard Kleindienst. And Alexander Haig was such a great shapeshifter. He had been in that administration because he'd worked for Nixon, or worked for Kissinger at the National Security Council. And Nixon really liked him. Haig hated Nixon, but Haig was a really cunning sociopath. So he became Nixon's chief of staff, which was the biggest mistake that Haldeman ever made, H.R. Haldeman. When he got fired, he said, well, try Alexander Haig. And it was Alexander Haig that provided the really incriminating stuff.
Gotcha.
But here's the thing. Woodward and Haig lied. They said they hadn't met each other until 1973. And Woodward was debriefing Haig in the 1960s when Woodward was with Naval Intelligence. So that...
Woodward was Naval Intelligence
Yeah.
before he became a journalist?
Yeah. And
Jesus.
here's what...
Free Nixon, bro.
Yeah, true.
So what's interesting is, and I'll tell you just how crazy the Woodward story is. So Woodward, he graduates from Yale, and he's accepted to Harvard Law School. And then he ostensibly goes to the Washington Post after he's been accepted to Harvard Law School and says, you know, I'd really like to be a reporter. I tell you what, I'm gonna, how about if I write for you guys for 2 weeks? And then if you don't like it, you know, you don't even have to pay me. And if you don't like it, then I'll leave. So that was the deal that was ostensibly made with the Washington Post. And then they put him, ultimately he ended up in the AAA system of the Washington Post in a weekly in Maryland. And he drove a Carmen Ghia. He lived in a very nice apartment. There's no way that he could, and I demonstrate this in the book, there's no way that he could have paid. Woodward was definitely a spy at that point.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. There's no way he was making that
And
money.
then the Washington Post brought him back. And then 9 months later, he and Bernstein broke open Watergate.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
They tell all kinds of other lies, but Deep Throat is definitely the biggest lie that they tell.
Do you think the stuff happening to Trump now might be some sort of interference operation or what?
You know, I don't know.
You said it, brother. Yeah. I was waiting to ask, and I was like, I don't want to.
I was curious. It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I don't. It's really hard to know with Trump. I don't see how that guy cannot be compromised myself. I mean,
but it does have the thing that reminds me of it is like the hallmarks of like JFK and Nixon, where it's like, let's de-escalate with Russia, let's de-escalate with North Korea and China. Like, why are we? You know what I mean? It seems to be that.
You know, I'm willing to keep my mind open on that.
Yeah.
His tax bill was probably the biggest redistribution of wealth that we've ever experienced in the United States in a short period of time. So he did help the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. He's also circled in Epstein's black book.
Yeah. Right.
Which is pretty incriminating. And he denied being with Epstein, but an Epstein victim has come forward and said that she'd talked to another Epstein victim. They were adults, but that Trump had been kind of hard on the one victim. So
hard on how so?
Just a little rough.
Sexually rough.
Yeah.
I knew it was a
I'm not-
dynamo in the sack. Dude.
I mean, we're not talking leather and S&M type stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You just put a hurting on a lady at Epstein's Island. Yeah, I would say, yeah, if you're on the, he was pretty good pals.
They were really good pals. No, and it's tough to know. He said that he heard that Epstein.
I heard he broke it off after the first one when Epstein got arrested in Florida.
Well, he ostensibly broke it off before then.
Yeah.
But I mean, Donald Trump has problems with veracity, so it's difficult to know.
Has there been any connections of him and Epstein after that? Like when he said they were done being friends?
He took Epstein's plane.
After that?
Yeah, after that. And he was also visited Epstein's house. A deposition from Epstein's brother, Mark, talks about that.
Damn.
So he did lie. Trump did lie about that.
Yeah.
Got you. With Gates, and Gates revisited him too, didn't he?
Well, here's the thing with Bill Gates.
Yes.
The media cover story on him is that they met in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
The Evening Standard did an article on Epstein in 2001. And according to that article, Gates and Epstein were doing business in the 90s.
Damn.
So there's a lot that's been covered up about Epstein. And there's guys like me that really want to get at the truth, but the government and the media are just fond of kicking out salacious details. And it's really hard to get to the truth because there's been so many lies. But when I think about Trump being prosecuted or persecuted, you know, I do think about Nixon being persecuted. I believe, you know, here's the thing with Nixon. He wanted to de-escalate the arms race. He wanted to open up China so he could use China against Russia. I mean, that was his thing, and it was working for sure. But then he backed Pinochet, who was a genocidal dictator. He jacked Suharto, who was a genocidal dictator, and then Pol Pot. The Chinese were down with Pol Pot, and he wanted to appease the Chinese, so he tacitly backed Pol Pot.
But was that CIA doing that, or that was him?
That was Nixon.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the CIA ultimately
did
things that enabled it.
They got it done. Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
with Nixon, it's not. The media has sold Nixon as good versus evil, but it's not quite that simple.
Yeah.
And the media has also said that it was the left that toppled Nixon when it was actually the right that really had the means, motive, and opportunity initially. I mean, eventually the left got involved, but after the right had inflicted a tremendous amount of damage on him.
Dang. Yeah, I had no idea. I never really asked. I didn't know much about Watergate. I thought he just got caught doing something kind of bad. And
everything that, like I said when we started, everything that you know about Watergate is a lie.
Damn.
Just about everything.
Shit.
Let's take a pee break.
Yeah, I do have to pee really badly.
Quick break.
Quick break, yes.
It can be easy. Hey, I'm Josh. Eat your chicken, dude. It can be easy to ignore our social battery and spread ourselves thin, especially with social gatherings picking up after the winter. What's the right amount of socializing for you? How do you recharge? Maybe you thrive around people, or maybe you need some more time alone. Therapy can give you the self-awareness to build a social life that doesn't drain your battery. Personal endorsement. Golly.
Yeah, man. You got to fucking figure all these questions
You
out.
got to answer these questions. Otherwise, you're going to spread yourself.
Yep.
Last thing you want is to be spread. You don't want to be spread, dude. Have you ever been spread?
Yeah, you would be careful. No, thank God I wouldn't.
Right now, I've been spread. Thankfully,
spread?
I've been home lately, but I was
Sure,
spread.
yeah, you
I
get
was
spread out, yeah.
gaping in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, true. I'll spread myself out a lot of times, family, and then I'll just.
Spread yourself in front of your family. Yeah. At Thanksgiving, you come there, you spread in front of everyone.
I'm like a turkey on the table.
You can just lay down, put an apple in your mouth, and just spread. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient and flexible, and suited for your schedule. Just fill out a brief. It's so funny thinking of them getting this ad reads. Brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. And you know that's something me and Matt love the most about BetterHelp.
True.
Find your social sweet spot with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/MSSP today to get 10% off your first month. And that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/MSSP, dude.
That's what I'm talking about.
Think about your dad coming down at Thanksgiving and fucking spread himself.
I just like to switch up. They're like, you're narcissistic bipolar. I go, next. Try again.
Nope, wrong.
I demand another. All right, here we go. Ever experienced the agony of harsh smoke, throat burning, or coughing attacks when smoking cannabis? The struggle is real, but the solution is chilly. That's right. I'm talking about the smoothest way to light up, and that's with Freeze Pipe. Freeze Pipe makes a unique line of freezable pipes, bubblers, and bongs that are 80% colder than using ice cubes to chill smoke. The magic is in freezable glycerin. The magic is freezable glycerin chambers that come on every piece. Simply, pause.
Is that what?
Simply pop the chamber in the freezer for 1 hour, and as smoke passes through, it's instantly chilled by over 300 degrees. So every puff arrives ice cold and cough free. Yeah, I mean, dude, we can joke around all we want. Those things cool down smoke. You can't deny it. It is what it is. Those are just the facts. American owned and with over 100,000 happy customers, Freeze Pipe uses the thickest glass and market-leading glycerin chambers for a smoother experience you have to feel to believe. Ditch harsh smoke forever by visiting thefreezepipe.com and use code DRENCHED for 10% off your order. That's thefreezepipe.com and code DRENCHED for 10% off. Shop today for free shipping and smoke like royalty without paying a king's ransom.
Lucy is made for your nicotine routine and delivered straight to your door. It's 100% pure nicotine and always tobacco-free. You can choose your preferred form, pouches, breakers, or gum, and you can choose your strength from 2 milligrams to 12 milligrams. 12's a lot. And I'll tell you what, I know some hockey players that would like that.
Oh, yeah.
Flavors include mint, apple ice. That's the hockey player's favorite.
True.
Espresso, mango, and more. Save yourself from the weekly gas station stop and sign up for a monthly subscription, which saves you 15%. No commitment. Cancel anytime.
Yes.
Avoiding the gas station stop is very nice.
Yeah, man.
That's big for Lucy.
Yeah, I might get in a fight.
Personal endorsement. I go to the gas station sometimes for my gas station fix. I don't like it. That's why I switched to Lucy, and I like Lucy.
Yep. You don't have to talk to any ruffians that might be hanging out there.
The ruffians there, yes.
Careful.
The product that sets Lucy apart is Lucy Breakers. It's nicotine pouches, but with a tiny capsule inside. That capsule contains a liquid flavor that saturates the pouch before it's even in use. Oh, fucking saturates some lady's pouch. Break it in with your teeth and boom, instant nicotine release when you need it. Let's level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/drenched and use promo code DRENCHED to get 20% off your first order. Lucy offers free shipping and has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. Lucy.co and use code DRENCHED to get 20% off and always free shipping.
Straight up.
Here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Shit. Oh, please. Also, this week I'll be in Las Vegas. Please come. Wise Guys, Las Vegas. Go to mattmccusker.com for tickets. Yeah, and there's a bunch of other shows. Please come. Bye. Yep.
Just don't even ask. Stick your fucking beak in the camera. Get in there.
Sorry. That'll be quick. Me, Lemaire, and Nate's show is on May 7th at the Creek in the Cave. If you're in Austin, Texas, please come.
Those have been really fun shows.
Yeah, they
they've
are.
been great. The
And
next
now
one's-
Nate's with you guys.
Nate's with us. It's a 3-man team now.
You guys are, yeah.
Pause.
Resume.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Don't ever backtalk Matt
sorry,
like that
sorry,
again.
Matt. Sorry. And please come to Raleigh at Good Nights in Raleigh on June 6th. Thank
Oh,
you.
God. Now we got a big shot touring comic.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I wish. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, before we get into the Watergate stuff,
Yeah, we'll do this as like a precursor almost. Almost. There you go. Yeah, we'll do it as a precursor.
yeah, because a lot of the Fuck. A lot of the people listening to this are young men that just young men that have never really heard of Watergate or have just a brief summary of some names and what the overall scandal, or at least is portrayed as.
The official narrative. Yeah.
Okay, the official narrative with Watergate is Richard Nixon sanctioned Watergate, and the burglars got busted. And then Nixon tried to cover it up. And then that's ultimately what he was taken down for, is obstruction of justice.
Okay.
But the real Watergate story is Nixon didn't have a clue that those guys were breaking in to the Watergate. He had a couple of guys on his staff, Jeb Magruder, who was acting chairman for the committee to re-elect the president, and John Dean, who was counsel to the president. Those two guys sanctioned the Watergate break-ins. And the burglars, G. Gordon Liddy and was the only one that wasn't CIA. All those burglars were CIA guys or CIA assets or had been CIA assets. G. Gordon Liddy was the only one, and he'd worked for the FBI. So Liddy was the point man, and Liddy thought that breaking into the Watergate was coming from Nixon's attorney general, John Dean, or John Mitchell.
Right.
He had no idea that it was coming from Jeb Magruder and John Dean. So they sent the burglars in the first time to get as much information on the Democrats. Now, the Watergate was the sixth floor of the Democratic National Committee was on the Democratic National Committee was on the sixth floor of the Watergate. And the burglars broke in the first time, and they were looking for like Democratic strategies, things like that.
Gotcha.
And then they broke in a second time.
The first time they broke in, they didn't get caught.
They did not get caught. No.
And this was how long before the second break-in?
About 3 weeks.
Okay.
And then 3 weeks later, they were ordered to get as much dirt as they possibly could. And the Democratic National Committee was connected to a brothel that was a CIA honey trap. And what happened was the secretary at the Democratic National Committee had in her desk, she had pictures of a bunch of prostitutes.
Yeah.
And Democratic VIPs would check out the pictures of the prostitutes.
I busted doing that. So that was a whole separate issue. Yeah, so we got that one.
All right.
Yeah, we got that one.
I think we're good.
Yeah, so we got the preamble.
Let's fire it up right back to where we were, which was, what were we talking about? Yeah, Bill Gates.
Easy.
All right. We just got done talking about Bill Gates' connection with Epstein back in the 90s.
Yeah.
What bothers me about Gates, have you guys ever tried to get a hold of a human if you've had a problem with Word?
Oh, it's the worst, dude. Or, you know what happened one time? What happens is they'll do a thing where you'll just, like, an Indian guy will just take over your computer. Like, I was like moving my mouse and my mouse would start going to the left and I'd be like, what the fuck? And he was like, sir, please stop. Yeah, they'll just, if you gotta give them permission, they'll just get into your computer and start fucking going nuts on it.
You've gone further. I've never been able to.
It took a lot for me to get that, though. I was chatbot after chatbot.
If they got into my computer, dude.
Yeah, and eventually.
They could ruin all of my total war campaigns.
Dude, you could tank.
Start a war with Russia, dude. I don't want that.
You know, here's what there's a number of things that bother me about Bill Gates, but one of the preeminent things is he's buying all this land.
Yeah.
Why can't he put a call center? You know, on one of those acres. I mean, if he just spent a little of his money and made a call center in Idaho.
Or have the dudes like hoeing all the strawberries, the Bluetooth, and they could do two at once.
Yes.
Yeah.
See?
But not Billy. He's got because I'm a writer and I rely on Microsoft Word, unfortunately.
Dude,
and I had some problems with it about 6 months ago, and I desperately tried to talk to humans.
Yeah.
Can you find your Word documents that you save on the OneDrive? If I save anything on OneDrive, I can't find it. I don't know where it is on my computer. Sorry, this is we don't have to talk about.
No. Well, I mean, I can try to give you. I can try to give you some tips.
I can't find the file afterwards. I'm stumped. I'm currently stumped. I try to
You
send.
lost your files.
I just try to like they're there, but then I try to email them to someone as an attachment, and it's just like, where is it? I'm
You
like,
need
I
a call
don't know.
center.
I do.
You desperately need
You got to
a call
let
center.
the engines into your computer, and those just start.
Yeah, they'll get it.
They'll get in there. Which I don't know how I even got in there. That was kind of nuts. I was like, what? Get out of my fucking mouse.
I mean, Gates wasn't making enough money selling Microsoft Word. Now we have to rent it, and then
Yeah, the suite.
there's no call center. I mean,
Yeah, that might be his most, honestly, out of everything he's accused of, that might be the worst.
Was he ever accused of laying with ladies at Epstein's?
he's been outed that way.
Yeah.
Not with Epstein, but with some other scenarios.
Okay.
But if he's been outed in other scenarios, I mean, why wouldn't?
Yeah,
he
why
be?
wouldn't he do
Yeah.
it?
Then his wife was the one who like blasted him on the Epstein stuff
Actually,
which is a good God.
according to the media, she left him
because of it.
because of the Epstein stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
who
he and
knows,
Epstein
yeah.
went back to the 1990s.
Damn.
Instead of 2011. There's so much bullshit that's been manufactured about Epstein and so much salacious dirt. It's really unfortunate. You've got a guy that trafficked children for 25 years, and our media, no one in the mainstream media has called for any justice for any of those victims.
No,
yeah,
that's,
well, it became right wing to even care about it.
that's been that's
yeah,
not for
that's what
sure.
happened. If you
That
care
became
about it, you're
also
right-wing.
that's a big thing we talk about a lot on this is like we don't do anything about it. The only thing you can do with Epstein is just on a podcast be like, the fuck?
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, true.
They killed him. We knew they were gonna kill him.
Yeah.
And he trafficked kids and no one that's as far as we get.
There's a couple of things with Epstein that people just don't know. Okay, 'cause there's the Epstein Victims Compensation Fund that where a lot of Epstein's money went, and 225 victims applied for money. 150 were given. 150 were given money, and 8 decided not to take the deal. So ultimately, 142 were given money.
Damn. Can you imagine being cheap with that money?
But think of all the girls that he trafficked, and only 225 were come forward. But there's a couple other things. If you take any money from that fund, you've got to sign an NDA where you cannot name any of the perpetrators. And also, I know 2 psychologists, and one of them is very eminent. She's in the world of psychology, she's quite the superstar. She's counseled a woman, and then another psychologist is counseled a woman. They were under 10 years old when they were trafficked by Epstein. And one actually described Epstein's home and then talked about a park that was by his house and a number of things. And she was under 10 years old. And then I know of one other, I mean, these 2 psychologists I know pretty well, but then I know of another account too that I've been told of another account from someone who's, I think, legitimate, but I just haven't been able to corroborate it. So you've got the Epstein Victims Compensation Fund is a huge cover-up tool.
Damn.
It's being used to do what the government can't, to get these girls to shut up. And you've got to, and according to the government and the mainstream media, the youngest Epstein victim was 14 years old. So if you're going to apply for that fund and you're younger than 14, they're not going to give you any money. And we have no idea of how it works. We have no idea what the criteria is. It's behind it's in a black hole, essentially.
It's weird that they're not. Why would it's not weird. We know why, but it's clear it's a cover up. They're not being open about anything. This should all be like you said. You filed for Freedom of Information Act and all that. This should be public. right?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like, what's the point of being like, we can't tell anyone what
Pretty
happened?
useful to know, in
Yeah.
terms of like voting for politicians.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, you raped a
Yeah,
kid.
did he rape a kid?
Yeah, you're out, dude.
We can't vote for you.
Yeah.
I wrote a book called The Franklin Scandal, which is basically Epstein is a carbon copy of the Franklin
Yeah.
Scandal. It was about child trafficking. Now, we talked about that the first time I was on your show. And this time around, I mean, I was on to Epstein in 2012, and I got his black book in 2012.
Yeah.
And I ultimately published it. Gawker helped me publish it in 2015, but it took me 3 years to get that book published. It's kind of interesting. Once the book was put, nobody wanted to touch the book.
Yeah.
And but once the book was published, the floodgates opened on the
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
And I started an organization, a 501c3 called Epstein Justice. And what we're trying to do is to get a commission formed to actually look at the perpetrators. We want the perpetrators to be accountable, and we want to know why the government is covering up child trafficking. We have two simple objectives. We want the perpetrators prosecuted, and we want the government to tell us why it's covering up child trafficking.
Yeah, like why did they seal the original case when he got busted the first time? That all got sealed, didn't it? The very first case way back
Florida.
when.
A lot of that was sealed. I mean, I was able to get a lot of documents
Really?
from the police and also the feds. They're floating around out there. I mean, the feds, when Epstein was originally busted, the Palm Beach Police Department started investigating in 2006. And then about a year later, they they were going to arrest Epstein on 5 counts of child abuse. And they knew, they had statements from 5 minors, but they knew of 17 others. So there were 22 minors there. And then that case got taken away from them and it was put into a grand jury. And how grand juries work is a special prosecutor is chosen for a grand jury, and he's the one that presents evidence to the grand jurors who they're just regular citizens that have shown up for jury duty. And so grand juries have been notoriously easy to hijack because you just show them the evidence that you want to show them. So although, and the special prosecutor for the Florida grand jury, Barry Kirshner, he called one victim and skewered her, even though he knew about 22, even though law enforcement. Now, when it went to the feds, they had a list, and I've got that list of over 30 victims, and they didn't indict Epstein on 1 count of child abuse.
Jesus.
And it's interesting, a lot of your listeners might know this, but Alexander Acosta was the U.S. attorney for the Southern District of Florida. And he became Trump's labor secretary. And when the Trump administration was vetting him, they asked him why he went so light on Epstein. And he said, I was told that Epstein was intelligence and it was above my pay grade. He actually said that, and he's never denied saying that.
What?
Yeah, he said that.
Shit. That's
So
crazy.
Unfortunately, there's a rogue element of our intelligence that blackmails people. And it happened in Watergate, it happened in the Franklin scandal, and then it happened with Confessions of a DC Madam. So this is actually, Watergate's actually my 3rd book on CIA sexual blackmail. And I don't really want to write another one at this point. I mean, I'm kind of done now.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to start writing about fishing.
That'd be nice.
Fishing and picnics.
Fantasy, a nice like fantasy novel would be nice.
I think my mind is probably too dark for that, but given what I've exposed it to the last, I've been at this for 22 years, so
Yeah.
it's been kind of a slog. But Epstein Justice, every American knows that something is wrong with the Epstein case.
Yeah.
There's 3. If you've got a pathology, there's 3 ways. There's 3 phases. There's awareness, there's acceptance, there's action. And now we're at the point where Americans have to accept that the government covered this up. And then at that point, and that's a jumping off point for action.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, nobody believed that he could. I think you got to be pretty entrenched in like the TV news to be like, no, the police were going to arrest him and penalize him, and then but then he killed himself. It's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
He did pick a convenient time to kill himself.
True.
Yeah.
I
And the guards left and the cameras turned off.
And he got depressed, and he's like,
And he
what's
got
the
sad.
point? What the fuck?
He missed the guards.
and then his serial killer cellmate was taken out,
Yeah.
and
Damn, he had a cellmate? I didn't even know that.
what's that?
He was bunking up with the guy?
Yeah, with the guy that had killed multiple people. I think maybe the Bureau of Prisons was hoping that.
Yeah, that guy would get it done.
I mean, they're in pretty close. You're in pretty close proximity with a multiple killer. Multiple.
They're probably shaking his cage, rattling his cage, trying to get every day at lunch, be like, yeah, fuck you, pussy. You won't do it. You won't fucking kill anyone ever again. You're soft, bitch. Here, take this knife.
That's crazy. Yeah, he was there with a serial killer.
It's this guy was a former police officer who'd killed some people.
Yeah, those guys go rogue, dude.
Yeah, it's. I don't know if you could call him a serial. I don't know. A serial killer. I think he killed
He
like
was a
three
killer.
people.
Yeah, he was a
We
killer.
got one here right now. In
I've
Austin.
heard
Austin,
about the
really?
Austin killer,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think they found 2 bodies like last week.
Mm-hmm.
No one cares because apparently it's gay guys. So everyone's going, it doesn't matter.
They suspect he's gay because he only kills like young adult males
Oh,
that
okay.
leave like bars on Rainy Street.
And that's where you frequent.
That's not where I frequent.
Careful, Sean.
Sean, be
I'll
careful.
catch him.
You might catch him. You might, with
I'll
your
lure
wrestling
him
background.
in, yeah, and I'll catch
Did you
him.
ever hear about the
Pay me
Bring
that.
lake?
him to justice.
My friend was telling me this weekend there's a lake in somewhere in Georgia called like not Rainier, some sort of lake where apparently it had something to do with like the slave trade back in the day and blah blah blah. But all these like younger kids will be partying on the lake and they just go under. And they'll ask their friends like, was your friend like hammered? Like, nah, I look fine. So there's a local lore that like there's these ghosts of slaves that are just like pulling down white partiers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude, I heard about that. I was like, damn, that's so scary.
That's very scary.
The ghosts
Get
of
your
slaves.
ass down. Get your ass down here, motherfucker.
Better work on your breaststroke.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
Now, this is racist, but you'd think you'd be able to outswim. You think that's white's territory. You go, oh, we're in the water now, dude. You've entered the white's domain.
You've had your 5th white claw. And you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, that's a tough way to go.
here, boy.
A ghoul.
You're on a paddleboard. You're like, get off me.
Oh, shit.
My
Either way.
first major investigation was into a
I
serial
thought you
killer.
liked that.
I love it.
My first major investigation was I'm from Minneapolis, and I
Sure.
wrote for the Weekly, and there was a crazy woman who she ran an organization called Whisper, and she tried to mainstream prostitutes, get them out of the life. But she was so crazy that it was hard to listen to her, and she was saying that there's serial killer killing prostitutes, but nobody really listened to her because she was so crazy. And then I decided, well, I'm going to look into this, and I was able to find, I think it was like 46 women, mostly prostitutes, that have been stabbed, strangled, or beaten to death in the previous 8 years. Now, law enforcement had denied that there was a serial killer, but then I showed them my list, which was really difficult to put together.
Yeah.
I showed them my list and I said, I went to the Minneapolis Police Department. I went to the St. Paul Police. I said, you guys really want to say that there's no serial killer? And then they kind of copped to it, but then it was a task force was formed.
Oh, wow. Did they ever get the guy?
In the wake of that article. No. And they're really hard to catch.
Yeah.
If they're good. I mean, if they're stupid, you can get them after one or two.
Sure, yeah.
But if they're Ted Bundy or someone,
Was Dahmer in Minneapolis?
he was in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. He's in Milwaukee, right?
Yeah, I can remember I was at this really nice little island in Lake Superior called Madeline Island. And the guys that I was staying with, they don't have like televisions or radios or anything. I mean, it's pretty rustic, and it's really cool to do a lot of it. There's berry picking and fishing, all kinds of stuff.
It's awesome. Berry picking's nice. I did it this year. It's very relaxing. Pick blueberries. It was fantastic.
It's
Ate so many.
we were definitely picking blueberries,
That's nice.
It was awesome.
and I came back to civilization, and I stopped off at a diner, and that's when Jeffrey Dahmer had been outed, and I was reading the newspaper, and I thought to myself, "Welcome back to civilization."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
He's a cannibal.
But the FBI says that there's like 50 of them at any given time in the United States.
50 serial killers kicking around?
But I think that it's probably closer to 200.
Jesus Christ.
It's kind of interesting. Our culture, I mean, serial killers are in all cultures, but our culture seems to mass produce them more than other countries.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Well, what would be your insights into that?
About why we have more serial killers?
Yeah.
Because we're number one.
True. We're the best.
We're
Yeah,
the
we are
best
the
at
best.
literally everything. School shooters.
Yeah, we are the best.
We're number one.
Do we? So we definitely have the most serial. Like how far is our lead?
I think Japan covers them up. I think Asia covers them up and says, no, there's no murders here.
Yeah.
I think we got quite the head start. If it's a 50-yard
We
dash,
celebrate ours. They hide theirs.
it's
True.
there was the
Russia gets after it, don't they? I think there's a lot
there
of
was
Russian
that Russian
boys.
Chikatilo who
Yeah.
killed in excess of like 100 people.
The guy here is, and he's putting them all in Lady Bird. He puts all the bodies in the same spot.
Really, I mean that
Yeah, the
should
cops just go and let's set up let's get some fucking
True.
trail cams out there.
Yeah.
It's not that you guys don't even have to wait outside. Just put a camera up.
Yeah. Right by the lake.
Go, who's dumping sweet gardinis into the Lady Bird lake?
He's looking at the camera.
Party boys. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. They got me.
Yeah, that's that shit creeps me out.
has
man.
he? You would think that if they knew where he's dumping them,
You would think.
that would be
It'd be kind of easy.
put a camera there and
What is it?
The United States apparently has had 3,615 total serial killers. Second place is Russia with 196.
Damn.
We're the best.
that's quite a lead. Yeah.
I think that also could do with
be
law enforcement here.
Catching.
At least investigating. I think if you're, and this is starting in what, like the 60s, 70s is when serial killers started getting rowdy?
Yeah, I mean they were happening before then, but
Yeah. But I mean,
But
like getting caught
yeah.
and being like in the news. We had media and people looking out for it.
We have more
You could be in the middle of fucking Russia killing people and no one would ever. You go village to village. They go, yeah, that guy's gone.
Chikatilo was doing that though, the
Yeah.
Russian serial killer.
but
Yeah.
we have more
No,
like
it's
shooters. We have more. I guess that's
Soviet,
because
yeah.
we have all them guns.
But the guns thing. What's interesting is Canada has pretty much the same amount of guns per capita as U.S.
Really?
and they're not shooting people like we shoot people.
That's interesting. I wonder what the hell it is. Red food coloring, red food dye. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe it is just.
Too much
I think
MTV.
it's
What's your theory?
Too much Beavis and Butthead. in
True.
South Park. And Marilyn Manson.
people eating McDonald's.
Yeah, I was about to say doing
McDonald's.
chicken nuggets. I was just thinking the same thing.
You do go nuts if you have nuggets.
Dipping your fries into a frosty and you're just,
You go, I should kill that bitch.
My,
This
My-
reminds me of a knife into a hooker.
my theory on McDonald's, it's all made out of the same substance. It's just at different temperatures. Now, I could be wrong. It's Soylent Green. I mean, I should add that too. Would your generation know what Soylent Green is?
I've heard of it. It was that one-stop shop. Like you could just drink the shake and it replaced food, basically.
No, actually, it was a movie where
Oh,
the population had kind of escalated and they were recycling people. Vis-a-vis lunch, breakfast,
Yeah.
and dinner.
they have a thing called Soylent that I swear to God it's like a meal replacement.
It was a Charlton Heston movie, actually.
Dang. It's kind of fucked up. They named the shake after that.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
It was before he became president of the NRA.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know. That is a mystery to ponder. Why would we have the most serial killers? Our rough competitive edge.
I bet we have the most of literally everything.
True. The best.
I bet we have the most pedophiles. I bet we got it on lock. Everything. Best slam dunks. Most slam dunks.
True. Everyone in their own way has to aspire to greatness.
You gotta do something crazy.
It's true.
Well, what's interesting is the United States, I think, is the most spiritual country and the most material country. There's more spiritual options here than I think anywhere else, but yet there's also a rampant materialism.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe all that materialism begets that. You know, you go, why do I need all this shit? I need to find something.
Well, your materialism begot me starting a podcast. So it's kind of interesting. I'm a really bad speller. I was really dyslexic as a kid, and I can't really spell. If it wasn't for spell check, there's no way I could have been a professional writer. So I was at a buddy's place, and he had one of those Macs, and he put spell check on, and he said, and I watched the spell check correct all the words, and I thought, I got to get one of those. So I got a Mac, and then I moved to New York, and I'd covered this conference on genetic engineering, and I was writing an article about telomeres. They're like the egglets on the end of your chromosome. And every time a cell divides, the telomere shortens, and that's what determines your obsolescence. So I plugged telomere into her search engine. This was even before Google. And then there was all these hits on telomeres, and I got a bunch of information about it, and I was able to write the article. But as soon as I saw those hits on telomeres, I said, I got to get one of those. That kind of was a Freudian. And then I did your tits. And then I did your podcast, and you told me how much money you make, and I said, I got to get one of those.
You saw our tits.
You saw our sweet tits.
Hell yeah.
Well, let's get some closing arguments here. What are you thinking about? What do you want to close on?
Podcast angle though, 2 camera setup, just maximal
Max face.
total Gordon, just dueling Gordons.
Especially if we got in an argument. just our face. Just like, actually, fuck you.
You see the other person's face the whole time, like.
Yeah, that's what, when they zoom in on my face, I was like, fuck, they're definitely going to catch me being a little bitch. Like, you say something to me being like, oh, yeah, right.
As if,
Matt. It's good to be back.
it's fantastic.
Last
bro.
time I saw you was Notre Dame.
I know. I was just thinking about Notre Dame. I mean, bro,
The kick was incredible.
Could have been the big kick. If I made it, oh, that'd have been awesome.
That was like, so when I was on my way there, and I hit up McAfee because I don't know, I want to get the bros on
for sure.
and I was like, the only thing I can think of is Matt coming out. If Matt kicks a field goal, he'll do it. You know what I mean? Like anybody else would be like, fuck no. Like that's like scary.
Dude, I don't know. When you told me.
And Matt just I was like, Matt's going to do it and Matt's going to try his hardest. And there's going to be there's no pressure. Like he's going to just be like, I'm going to do my best.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah, I know.
When I was on the flight, I got the text and I was like, wow, all right.
Yeah.
And I just thought about it and I was like, I'm just going to look at that ball and kick it as hard as I can.
Did you know that that's what it was going to be like?
No,
like in front of touchdown Jesus
know it
with
at all.
thousands of people.
No, I didn't know anything about it.
Millions of people watching.
No clue until I got there. And then you were like, dude, it's like a big show. And I was like, right on. and I just stuck to my guns. I told you. I for real, especially the moment of kicking it, I had zero nerves.
I get so nervous on those things.
I mean, yeah, maybe I just dissociated. It makes total sense.
That's why I spazzed and talked shit on Saban, like because he was like, "What do you think about the game?" And I was like, "I don't know, fucking Nick Saban cheated." It was just a full spaz.
It was so good though.
I mean, I'd like to explain that because that was so. After I said that, we had to go into the stadium to sit at the desk. Which is where he wasn't with us when I said it the first time.
Yeah.
So then I got in there, and right before we go on, he looks at me and he's like, "I heard what you said," and I was like, "Holy shit!" And then Herb Street and McAfee were like, "He's just breaking your balls, dude. He loves messing with guys. Like he's literally just fucking with you." And I was like, "Oh, all right, I'll fuck with him back. We can fuck around." So then I would have never done that if I thought he was serious.
Yeah.
But they told me he was fucking around, so I started fucking with him. And then as soon as we get done, I tell Herb Street and McAfee, I'm like, bro, he was definitely serious. And they were like, no way he was serious. Go talk to him. So I went up to him after and he was like, you think the SEC dominated because we cheated? That's bullshit. And he spazzed on me.
Weren't you helping him
But
down?
then, so he was still on the stage and I was on the field. So after he yelled at me, I had to help him down. And he like looked around to see if anybody else could help him, but I had to help him down. And yeah, I felt really bad about that.
I mean, it's got to be crazy too because how old is he?
I think he's probably like 70.
Yeah, and I didn't know.
He might be older.
Well, I didn't know too because I saw him on the screen. I didn't know who he was, and I was like, "Damn, dude, you should start wearing a hat. Like you look."
73, yeah.
I'm like, you could really step into that look,
That hat?
into his couture, the whole thing.
Next time I do game day, I'm dressing exactly like him. I'm wearing the hat.
And then just be like, "What?
What, dude? These hats are cool.
What?
You're right.
This is how I dress. It's how guys who like sports dress." I didn't realize that was like a legendary coach.
He's the greatest coach of all time.
So from him, it must be like, you go on those shows. It's like, all right, time to get fucking high-fived, attaboy,
Just
and
some
you just
fucking
get.
dickhead shows up.
I mean, we do roast the ones we love, though, dude.
We do only. We only roast the ones we love.
It's so funny though to be a 70-year-old man just in like the twilight of your years, your legacy, and then just be like, dude, your hat's gay.
Yeah, it's gay and you cheated.
You were just an agent of karma. There had to been something. I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but I'm saying there's got to be just like there was some kind of equation that needed to be balanced cosmically, and you were just
I don't
there.
know.
You were there on time.
I think I kind of was right though. Now that the SEC isn't the only conference that can pay players.
Yeah. That was the other thing too.
Uh-oh.
It's well known, right? That like a lot of people were.
It's not. So that's the thing. I think a lot of the coaches can distance themselves from it.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, we didn't pay players. I don't know how all these guys got Dodge Chargers, but I didn't fucking do it.
Yeah, true.
I don't know how everyone on the team has chains and cars.
I know. But it's also like, you can't, like when I hear about like Deflategate and all that stuff, I'm always like, good. Like as a good coach, you should
That's what
be
I was.
working
Dude, I
in,
wish
like,
Notre Dame was fucking cheating.
yeah, it'd be awesome.
It'd be
Hopefully
awesome.
they are.
Notre Dame vacated wins because a couple players cheated on like a summer class. Meanwhile, the SEC was like, we'll give Cam Newton $500 million if he comes to this school.
Yeah, true.
It's like,
I don't know, man. I think they did something to that guy. That guy got like MK
Cam,
Ultra, bro.
he hates Notre Dame, dude. Fuck him.
What's his problem?
I don't know. He dresses like a cat.
I think that
He
dude got.
literally looks like a cartoon cat.
I think he got abducted by aliens.
It's crazy. He wears like a top hat and a bow tie every day.
I feel like my theory. My theory is a house fell on him.
I think
a house fell on him and he became a witch.
he is real witchy.
He's very witchy.
He's huge, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. I think
he's
he got
huge.
I think he got either abducted by aliens and sent to the future for 5,000 years beyond. That dude is.
Yeah, he's in the future.
He's wild, dude.
He's wearing future clothes.
Did you see the clip of God? Who was it, man? Corey Holcomb on his show, and Corey Holcomb just kind of like he like broke something down to him. I don't know what it was. It was about Trump or this or that. I don't know what it was, but like Corey Holcomb kind of owned him, being like, dude, you really believe? Like, kind of like schooled him.
Is Scam a lib?
Yeah, dude.
Scam Newton's. Yeah, I guess you can tell by the fucking outfit.
Yeah, bro. Otherwise, it'd be. But it was Corey Holcomb said. I wish I remember what he said, but he's like, you can't really believe that. And he was like, I don't. Like it was. You know, someone's like, fuck. I never thought. He's like, you've clearly thought about this before, and he was like, yeah. And you could tell, like, definitely did it.
Devastating.
It was. I mean, or I don't know. Just
I was.
But it was funny.
Scam Newton. I was wrong about him though in the NFL. I remember having a very intense argument with my college roommates, being like, Jimmy Clausen is a professional passer from Notre Dame. Cam Newton, you can't run like that in the NFL, dude. This guy's going to get fucking killed. He dominated his whole career. He was incredible.
Just changed the game.
Yeah, he was nasty.
Did you see him throw hands at one time?
Yes, he's also terrifying. So
That was kind of nice.
we're just joking around, Scam.
Yeah, Scam.
I'll stop calling you Scam. Cam, you're the man.
Oh, Scram. No, it could be Scram Newton.
Scram Newton, yeah. Scrambling.
But yeah, he really like, it's wild to be that old and get like into like, I mean, I would say the bleeding edge of fashion.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the bleeding edge of fashion is like borderline cross-dressing.
It's all, for real.
He looks like a Mary Kay model.
Dude, yeah, it's crazy. It's also weird to be that big.
Yeah, true.
You can't be like giant and wearing cool stuff.
It's
It
kind of
looks nuts.
it's very erotic to be
Yeah,
threatening.
you ever see
and-
Magic Johnson's son? I just saw a video of him yesterday. He's still going nuts, dude.
Yeah,
What's that kid's age?
I mean, dude.
Oh, is it a daughter now?
You want to talk about a balancing act of the universe? Imagine, dude. This is no disrespect. This is more of like just kind of put yourself in someone's shoes. But imagine if your dad had AIDS from getting too much pussy.
I mean,
He got all the pussy. That guy couldn't. He like got like multiple generations worth of pussy. So like you got to be that gay when you come out of being his son. You know what I mean?
for sure.
It would have been crazy if his son came out. You know, it's not
Yeah.
like Diddy's son. Diddy's sons are.
Diddy's son.
Womanizers.
The apple did not fall far from the tree in the Diddy family.
Yeah, dude, I'm like fascinated by those guys. That's he's got. It was like he had 2 twin daughters just celebrated their 18-year-old birthday or something.
Who, Diddy?
Diddy has twin
I didn't know he had
18-year-old
daughters.
female daughters, and it's like what a world
Yeah.
to be. Having a twin's weird enough that to be like
Did his
Diddy's
son, is it him or
his son's wrapped. One of them's
one of
really
them
wrapped up.
played football at UCLA?
Oh, really?
I could be I could be thinking of somebody else, and I think
Snoop Dogg's
Diddy
son?
hit his strength and conditioning coach in the head with like a kettlebell, like attempted murder.
He's probably just trying to get some. He probably saw a guy doing jumping jacks. Said,
Yeah.
what if he gets acquitted? What if he gets acquitted and it was all made up? That would be crazy.
No, I was right about that. Diddy attacked a UCLA football coach with a kettlebell.
What?
Yeah.
Primal? You think it was the primal on
It
it?
was probably facing a gorilla head.
I mean, he definitely wasn't swanging anything. If you're going to attack somebody with a kettlebell, it's probably like a 15-pounder, like a 10-pounder.
Damn, his son was pretty good, it looks like.
Really?
I don't know if he played ever because his dad attacked someone with a kettlebell. But
I feel like that would get you off the bench.
true.
I wish my dad wasn't such a bitch about, he could have got up.
Yeah, he could have helped.
I mean, I was playing both sides of the ball in 7th grade, so
True.
That was I peaked, like I started out at my peak of football and was just like,
Yeah, you were Travis Hunter.
I was
You were a
nasty.
two-way star.
Special. Don't forget about special teams, bro.
Three-way. I mean, all facets of the game, you had it.
Did Saban say anything about me? Actually,
Saban mentioned you. He said, "Who was that guy who kicked that ball? I'd like to give him $500,000 to that."
was that the guy from the BYC Bulldogs I saw there kicking the ball?
True. I do wish my father had held it down like Diddy like that. Like,
Yeah, man.
Came down to Elon with me the whole year I was riding the bench, just
Yeah.
attacked our strength and conditioning coach with a kettlebell. Got his ass beat by our strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it's a. I really love delving into like the kind of just psychosis of like fathers in sports and coaching. It's just like it gets really. It's like a dark world, dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty nuts, man.
Phil held it in pretty well.
That's good.
Occasionally he would come watch practice, which was a little weird.
Was he quiet though?
He didn't say anything. He just would look over and you'd see a car in the parking lot. You'd be like, this guy, how bored is this fucking guy?
No, he probably loves it, dude.
Yeah, he liked it.
Yeah, dude. If you're quiet and chill, more power to you. It's when like dudes get weird
Yeah.
about like the high school sports,
Play
the
my
kids
son,
playing.
all
Yeah,
that, yeah.
dude, down to like way young people start spazzing,
sure.
and that's a weird trip to get on.
It's a weird trip to get on, like, yeah, my kid's the best.
Yeah,
It's like, no, dude.
clearly we're watch the field.
Yeah. Watch the tape. We're going to grind on the tape.
He's all right. But that is, that's that thing where it's
Now,
like,
coaches playing their sons, that's where it does get a little like,
yeah, quarterback
all right.
every time quarterback.
Yeah.
Who knew every coach's son was a quarterback? But yeah, that's. I mean, I could get into girls basketball coaching, dude. The path is set for me.
The path is set.
I've thought about it. Like
You can
I
get
show
in
up
touch
to
with Phil.
practice.
Phil could be your mentor.
That would be nice.
Phil could mentor you.
He probably could. Because
I think my mom just had knee surgery today, and my dad's not home helping her because he's going to like a girls' basketball practice. We go like, Phil, skip the fucking practice.
no way.
She
dude.
just helped him the entire time.
I was about to say it was
the
probably
whole time he was recovering from that.
I
she
mean,
was
girls
helping
are
him
so good at that.
day 2. She got surgery yesterday,
Really,
and he's like, I got to go to the practice.
duty calls.
It's like, dude, stay home.
Women do wait on you. There's nothing they love more than you being like incapacitated.
Yeah,
If they had it your way, they'd be dead.
yeah.
If they had it their way, you'd be dead, ideally. But like you laying in a bed and needing them, they can't. They love that
Tucking
so
you in
much.
with blankets. It's very nice.
They love it, dude. If Brittany has anything wrong with her, I like kind of question her to make sure she's not faking first and foremost.
Yes. Yes.
I go, oh, wow, your knee really hurts. And they're like, oh, my God, I'm just making sure you're not making this up. And I have to go. Yeah, it sucks, man. I told you when I broke my nose and I got my deviated septum fixed while they had to like put my nose back together. I came out of the hospital and like, Brittany picked me up. She's like always happy to do that. And they put me on fentanyl.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, because I came.
Got fentanyl.
Yeah, dude, they put me on fent. I came up. I remember coming to, because they knock you out and like boom, you're just back.
Yeah.
Just instantly to be continued. And I come back after hours of them just like, cutting my nose. They cut your septum out, like the part between your nose, and then straighten it out and re-sew it. It's disgusting.
Oh man.
But I came to, and I came, once I realized like where I was like, hey, great job, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, great work. And everyone's like, all right, you can sit down.
Okay, buddy.
And they were like, we gave you something for the pain for the way home. And I was like, what did you give me? I'm just curious. Because I am curious about, they give you ketamine to put you down, apparently. So I was curious about the cocktail, and they were like, fentanyl. And I was like, huh? So they hit me with a
Where'd
fent.
you go?
I just somewhere in Philly.
Bro.
Yeah.
You'll give you the old fucking ketamine.
Somewhere in Philly. Dude, the worst. Yeah, true. Gave you some of that trank, dog.
I didn't know you like to get wet, young man.
Yeah, true. But I was like, all right. And I was already so fucked up from everything else they gave me. But that fent hit me, and Brittany picked me up, and I was just like, anything she said, I would be like, well, you just shut the fuck. I was so mean, dude.
Yeah, instantly.
I had opiate rage.
For sure.
Which apparently that happens. If you're on perks, like you get mean, dude. Super mean. Also, right now, Lemaire, black dudes are getting crushed by Percocets. Black dudes are getting crushed by opiates right now.
Yeah.
Opiates and Galaxy gas.
Galaxy gas. Yeah.
Galaxy gas.
What's Galaxy gas?
Whippets.
It's just
Black
like-
dudes discovered whippets
They
this
just
year.
discovered whippets?
They just discovered whippets, and it's not good. They're getting fucked up. If you do too much nitrous, apparently it stops your body from being able to produce vitamin B, which is like important for your nervous system, and
Yeah.
like it fucks you up.
Yeah.
And dudes are going off. First of all, they all say smoking. Like, you're not smoking anything.
Yeah.
You're just huffing Galaxy gas, and it's like, dude, it rocked. Whippets rocked black people.
It's hurting the community.
It's crushing them. But their voice does get deep, which is sick. So you can be like, and you get like 3 seconds of just like the ultimate OG. And then you fall over in like the fucking Best Buy parking lot. Shoot, you just go down. You just go down.
Yeah, that's nice.
You just dent the charger.
Oh shit. For
Ain't nobody can.
I've been watching a YouTube guy that you've probably watched or would enjoy. There's like a Pakistani English guy. I think he's Pakistani. I don't know. Some
For sure.
but he goes to America to go to hoods and interview people
Really?
in the ghetto.
Dude, that's a
And then he
huge
always
genre
asks
right
like,
now.
so, bruv, when did you decide to jump off the porch?
That's not. Oh, dude, that's
When
the
did
best.
you jump off the porch?
They all use like
And they're
hood
like,
slang.
yeah.
It's so funny. Oh, what, you just hit a lick? And they're like, no, dude.
Yeah, it's all that.
It's, dude, those guys. Brandon Buckingham apparently got like wrapped up in like a shooting. He was another guy who was like, I think he did like Skrilla and all these like inside the most dangerous
Oh,
neighborhood.
he interviewed Skrilla on one of them. And Skrilla was the man.
Skrilla is the man.
So far, everybody in Philly was like, Mr. Disrespectful.
Oh, I know. Yes. YBC Duel.
Mr.
R.I.P.
Bro.
He got killed.
It was the funniest interview I've ever seen. He's like, so why do they call you Mr. Disrespectful, bro? He's like, I'll just really be disrespecting everybody. It's like, all right, you fucking
He was digging up
asshole.
the ops graves.
He digged up the ops grave.
He got killed, dude, in West
Yeah.
Philly.
Yeah, he got killed right after that interview.
Yeah.
But Skrilla was the only one that, because every time he always asks, he's like, would you put the guns down if the ops put the guns down? And everyone's always like, no, we got to exterminate the ops.
Yeah.
Skrilla was just like, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well,
I think he had like a nice upbringing or nicer.
His dad was in the picture. I've watched like 7 Skrilla interviews.
Yeah, he kind of rules.
He does rule, dude.
Other than-
I've messaged him before. Did I tell you what happened the one time?
Yes.
So yeah, like I was watching him on a Kensington live feed,
Yeah.
and I had to tell him, I was like, bro, if they got the drop on you, dude, you better get out of there. But he, because
Did he respond?
Yeah, he talked to me. He was like, "That's crazy." 'Cause he was like, I was like, "Bro, I'm watching you on a live stream on YouTube, like your whereabouts."
That's awesome.
And then I'd watch him go into the bar he was going into. Then I'd watch inside the bar on his Instagram live. It was crazy, dude. But yeah, he is the absolute man. But his thing was he works with a bunch of other. He just works with all these different gangs, dude. And then he would like surprise guys and put them on the same track, and they would like spaz because they were like, you know,
they're the ops.
The ops, and he would just not tell them and put them on the same track, and they'd be like, "What the fuck, dude? He's the man." I love that guy.
I did like Mr. Disrespectful.
I love, YBC Duel.
It was pretty fun to look how he handled himself.
yeah, true. Well, it's funny too because they're young as fuck, dude. They're like 22, 23. Just get the bag, dude. I'm rooting for them, dude. I hope they do well.
Yeah.
I need Skrilla, dude, to not die from drugs. All those guys, dude. When you watch like $1 million worth of game, it's just those two dudes, Gilly and Wilo or whatever, just talking to dudes. Like they did the Kodak Black episode, and the dude's just like dipping out. He's
Kodak's
so hot.
Yeah, Kodak's unfortunately very fucked up.
Did you
right
see
now.
when he threw a pill up in the air on? I think it was
it was
Kai
on
Cenat.
Cenat, yeah.
That was a little twitch for the itch or something. It was a little glitch for the twitch.
He wouldn't leave.
And he caught it.
He wouldn't leave though. Kai Cenat was trying to get him to leave, and he's like. It's like holy shit.
Well, dude, fucking NBA YoungBoy, same thing. They did a thing for him, and he'd just be like, "Yeah." He was so fucked up, he couldn't talk, and they were like, "Listen to me." Yeah, it was a really moving speech, man. He talked to Kodak Black and gave him a speech, and I was like, "Damn, that's actually very moving." But yeah, dude, you guys, you can't do the fucking. I tried to warn my black friends a long time ago. It's like, guys, the pills came for us, dude. We felt it was winter for a long time. Don't make the same mistake. And they're like, "Nah, bro, I'll be fucking on these things forever." I'm like, it's not going to work out that way, dude. You're going to be a junkie. But
it's a damn shame.
It's a goddamn shame, dude. But dude, the Notre Dame game, I told you, I saw the funniest thing I've ever seen because I was sitting in I was sitting near a lot of Indiana fans because it was like, you know, it's in Indiana or whatever. And I had the SDI hat on, which is red. So a lot of Indiana fans thought I was repping Indiana. So I was just like sitting with them, and then there was like these Notre Dame fans. It was like 3 early 20-something kids with like a 50-something-year-old dad. And when they scored that one run like early on, the Indiana guys were like yelling stuff like "oh," and then like nothing crazy. But this one kid, Notre Dame fan, turns around to like an old man in decked out Indiana gear and goes, "Fuck you!" Dude, like, you know how close everybody is?
Yeah.
He was like right here in this man's face, screamed at him, double bird to the face. And I was just like, oh.
That's crazy.
And dude, I was like, it was the funny. And the old man was like, don't say that to me. It was a fucking funny. And then the kid's dad was like, "Don't do that. Knock that off." And it was so funny.
Yeah, you can see I've gotten in fights at games.
Bro, I'm surprised.
It's crazy how people think they can talk to you during a football game.
I'm surprised because I think that guy had his kin with him, some relations. You would think that someone would have been like, because you can just destroy somebody and just shove them.
I had some Michigan fans a while ago behind me and my cousin. Bro. And my cousin's nuts. He's out of his mind. And these guys were talking shit, and they're like, "Oh, what are you guys gonna do about it?" And I was just like, "We're gonna fucking kill these guys."
Did they have the high ground?
They did. They were the row behind us.
See, this guy,
we would have fucked them up.
Okay, it's just one row's not bad. You can scoop them down. But dude, this guy, his dad, he was like humiliating his dad. His dad obviously brought him and his 2 friends to the game. The whole time was just, it was kind of funny.
Yeah, I guess I have been in every game I go to.
Really?
The Ohio State Notre Dame game.
They should separate the sides like a high school game, dude. Yeah. That's crazy the way they do that. But this guy, so finally his dad like shamed him into apologizing. He turned around, he's like, "I'm sorry, sir, that wasn't appropriate for me to do that."
That's nice.
It was nice, but I'm like, all right, he wasn't sincere.
Yeah.
His dad got up to leave, and I saw he popped his phone up in a group chat. He was like, "I just said fuck you to this guy behind me, and my dad got mad. What a pussy."
That's Mr. Disrespectful. That's a young disrespectful.
He was totally Mr. Disrespectful.
He's disrespecting everybody.
He was. And then he just every play, he just yell shit out. But yeah, that was so fun.
It's too bad though, because Indiana, they're not really the ops.
Yeah, man.
Penn State's the ops.
I know, dude.
This is the game.
This is it. This is the ultimate game. Pennsylvania might break out in a civil war.
Pennsylvania will go crazy.
This is like
this is the most stressful game possible.
They got to beat them, bro. They got to do it for those kids.
I agree.
Although both sides.
No. That's what they all try. That's how nasty these Penn State fans are. They're like, yeah, what about the Catholic Church? You're like, dude, Notre Dame's its own thing.
That's why we need his teachings even more. Even, all men fall.
Yeah.
So we do need, don't disgrace the teachings. But yeah, that's true. What about the Catholic Church? It's like, nah, dude.
Don't fucking bring them in.
First of all, that's different.
That's different.
That's different.
We
bro.
all know that's different.
That's so different.
That's family business.
That's in-house.
That's
bro.
in-house. That's family business. All right? Don't bring up Notre Dame.
That's so different.
All right?
They were being weird, bro. They were
They were
playing
being
football.
weird as fuck.
Yeah, dude. When in a religious dude, we used to like chop virgins' heads off and kick them down the altar. People are going to catch them strays in the church.
People are going to catch them straight.
Church
After
is
all
gonna
we
do it.
did for the whole world, the Catholic Church.
I know, dude.
What did Penn State do? One title in 60 years under Joe Pop?
I mean, dude, that's the thesis of
you
that
get
book.
fired for that around Notre Dame. Why?
That's the thesis of Dominion. Apparently, every abolitionist movement early on was tied to Catholic Church.
Where's he going? I think that's mine.
Ooh.
What are you doing with it? Let's get out of coffee.
Just in time, bro. Just talking about
But
worldwide.
yeah, it's too big. It's so when I was living here, I started to not like Penn State, but you know what I mean? Like I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
I know some of the guys that played for him now, and it's like, especially in the South where the North, they can't play football.
Yeah.
So then you start to be like, no, Penn State's actually not bad.
Yeah.
And then I went back home for 5 months, surrounded by my friends.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Penn State, dude. I fucking hate them. I hate them, dude.
Yeah, but that'll be a huge game. That's not the
It's
championship?
Thursday.
Is it the?
It's the semifinals.
Okay, and then the
So we're down to
championship.
4. It's going to be Ohio State, Texas on Friday.
Kind of want Texas to win that.
Definitely need Texas to win that.
Yeah, we can
Ohio
talk about
State's
that.
very
that's
good.
a perfect little.
I wanted
treat
you to
for
have
me.
a little treat.
That's a perfect little caffeine treat, dude. I'm so going on the caffeine, man. I'm telling you, dude. My level of secret
Thank you,
buzz.
thank
I've
you.
always been looking for a secret buzz during the day, but I've been getting just atrocious with
What's up with weed? How's that going? How's that for a secret buzz?
I've taken a huge sabbatical from weed, but I have found these mints, and everyone likes to fucking milligram mog everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, I like to do 50, and it's like, whatever, you do you. But I found these mints, they're 2.5 milligrams, and that way you can kind of titrate the dose, so you don't just get like thwacked out. Before I would try it on a playground with my kids, and you just get like wobbled on a play. It's not a move. It's not the road to successful parenting. But a little 2.5 milligram, perfect.
Yes.
And it just, especially if you're out drinking, I take one with every drink, and it's like that way, like that fourth one hits, you're in the 10 milligram zone, which isn't nothing crazy, but it's enough to give you the Jiminy Cricket on your shoulder in terms of drinking. Because it's like, man, when that ball rolled away for me in Boston, dude, and
What happened?
I was in Boston. My cousin met me up there.
You got fucked up?
I got fucking
That's
hammered.
fun.
It was a while ago. To the point where like they do those tours in like Boston does those Paul Revere tours.
Yeah.
We're like, ooh, this ancient fucking
Yeah.
graveyard. And it was actually sick. Me and my cousin were out there. We've been drinking all day, and we were smoking cigars near a graveyard. But you couldn't get in. We were trying to get in because it was fenced off. It was like an old.
You were drunk trying to get into the cemetery.
Drunk smoking cigars on a billion of those mints. I was just eating all day.
Oh, no.
And I was like trying to get in because they had like these candlelit tours and like this ancient graveyard.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
So I tried to get in the door. They wouldn't let us in. So we got in this other area where we could get like real close, but we were like a little bit gated off. But then the tour came by.
Freedom Trail. Isn't that what it's called? No.
It's
fuck.
probably something like that. A guy was dressed like Paul Revere giving a tour.
What's his name? You see that? Sam from Boston. No, he used to do the. Yeah. Sam Mike used to do that.
Did he
used
really?
to be a reenactor on that. Yeah. Anyway.
Dude, it was kind of sick. We were like sitting there. We were just like sitting there puffing our Stogs. Just me and my cousin was like hammered, just sitting there, and they're like, he was saying how like Harvard, like in the early days of America, would pay grave robbers to go dig up people's loved ones so they could examine their dead bodies.
Oh, nice.
It was like a weird job, like a black market job you get,
Yeah.
where you could just dig up dead bodies and sell them to Harvard. Skull and
Mr.
bones.
Disrespectful.
It was a way of life.
Yeah, yeah.
It was truly a way of life. And so we're sitting there, we're on the edge of the thing, and I was like, yo, let's get it. Can you get us inside? I wasn't even part of the tour. I was like, can we get inside? The guy, the Paul Revere guy, was like, no. And I was like, oh, that's fucking lame. And then they were like, moving on. And I was like, fuck. But I did see, I saw two or three young bros on city bikes, and they were like, I was talking to them, they were listeners of the podcast, and I was hammered. There's these 2 girls over there. I was just doing like the old guy thing of like, bro, go talk to those fucking
If I were
girls.
you guys, shit.
Bro.
If I didn't have a wife, I'd be talking to those
Because I was starting, the girls
man.
were getting loud, and I was like, they're just acting up, bro. They're desperate for your
Yes.
attention, man. They see you on those fucking city bikes. They want you guys to ride over. They're like, you want to come to Fenway with us? And I was like, strongly considered it.
Yes.
I was like, I gotta go, man. Like, get a city bike. It's like a 5-mile ride. And I was like, I better go inside. But yeah, I woke up with the worst hangover possibly. It was like the weed didn't, the alcohol won.
Yeah.
But those weed edibles were still, because I don't know. I
What were you
was just,
drinking? Were you drinking liquor or something?
yeah, I was
Yeah.
drinking liquor, ciders, wine. I was drinking
You're doing
everything.
it all.
I was doing it all, dude. And we went to the Cheers bar.
You got to go to Cheers
So
bar.
funny,
Shit
dude.
rocks.
We went to the Cheers bar. My cousin's wife was like, I know this is stupid, you guys. I really want to go. I'm like, no, it's not stupid. As soon as we got there, like, wow, so cool. But once we got in there, it was like, it's hard to get seats in there. And we
Yeah.
it was like, it's actually kind of an aggressive place. Everyone's trying to like get to the bar. It's honestly, I don't want to talk badly about the Cheers bar, but it wasn't all that it was cracked out to be. But we actually got to the bar, and it was like kind of a hard thing to do. And it was just a stroke of luck. And once we dug in there, I just was crushing draft ciders. Like, I couldn't stop.
It's fun time.
It was
Cheers bar, bro.
Exactly,
What
bro.
are you going to do?
And they have things of normisms and whatever the guy. So, dude, they have
Oh, God. They have those dumb plates you can buy. That's exactly what this fucking dipshit brought.
well, dude, they
You
have
want to hang it in here.
they have like a bucket, and they have little like
Day one, during
the
his
normism.
panic attack from moving. He thought he was dying. He was laying on my couch like, I'm dying. I was like, you're just nervous from the move, bro. It's okay.
Well, how many didn't you drink like 10 Jake Paul drinks on the way down here?
Yeah, 6 Celsius.
Oh, my God.
And then took mushrooms
Yeah, the next day.
and then thought he was gonna die.
And we did go to Nickel City at night.
That's a good time.
It was a good time, dude. Yeah. It was New Year's Eve. It was a good time.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. You would love it, dude. You can pull in this bucket, and it's just different normisms. There's another ism. I don't know what character that was, but the normisms do hit kind of hard. So we would just pull them out, read them to my cousin's wife, and go, typical norm. Cheers.
Classic norm.
Classic norm,
Cheers.
man. Cheers. Nothing better than it. Yeah, it was very fun. But then I got kind of hammered there. Then our wives went out to like do something. So we sat at that was. Oh, I didn't tell you about this. So then so then we go. Me and my cousin go to this like fancy looking like cavernous Mexican place. It was like an upscale Mexican place. And I just sat there and just crushed margaritas. The bartender was attractive. Full disclosure, attractive.
Yes.
Maybe 26-year-old bartender. It was pretty wild.
Awesome.
And so me and my cousin are sitting there, just cool, just 2 old school players,
Just
dude.
chilling out, Max.
Just chilling out,
Just chilling
being,
out, Maxing.
being normal as
Yeah,
hell, and
yeah.
like, so then like we're sitting there drinking, and then the guy next to us finishes his drink, stands up, shakes the bartender's hand,
Beast.
and I was like, bro, that is the horniest shit I've ever seen. And mind you, she had made me custom margarita, not a big deal.
Nothing.
'Cause she
but
was like-
personalizing things.
Yeah, well, she was like, "What do you want?" My thing is I go when I'm at a bar, I go, just hit me with some crazy shit. I know you can dream stuff up. You go full mixologist.
Yes.
Hit me with a passion fruit margarita. I mean, I think she was kind of sending me, when a woman gives you passion fruit anything, she's trying to tell you something. But I was just kind of
For
like,
sure.
hey, chill out, lady.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there like, man,
You
that
made
guy-
no friendly advances.
not at all. She could have been a obese 40-year-old man. I would have treated her not differently at all.
Yes. Strictly business. Straight from the
Straight-
Cheers bar.
yeah.
You were nothing but serious. At this
Trying to
point.
remember normisms to say to her.
She's gonna love this one.
But then I'm sitting there and I'm like, telling my cousin, like, dude, was that not the craziest thing? He's like, that was pretty nuts to stand up and shake the lady's hand. So then finally, after like 3 margaritas there, I was like,
You had
just
3 margaritas.
that's 3 margaritas after,
You
gallons
don't
of
give it
cider.
some head.
Well, I had to ask her. I was like, yo, just for my understanding of the world, was that kind of nuts how that guy shook your hand? And she was like, oh, it was like one of my old coworkers. I was like, oh, fuck. Because I was like such a horny guy. I was just jealous he touched her hand.
Yeah, of course. Who does he think he is touching? Obviously, my wife.
Yeah, but I asked.
She likes me. She has a crush on me.
I asked, bro. I asked, and I was just like, yo, that was weird, right?
The horniest guys on earth are guys talking to cart girls at golf. Those are the horniest guys. There's videos you can find it. There's some good videos online of guys coming up to cart girls and like, you understand how beautiful you are, right? Like what you do, you brighten my day. Like cutting her off from getting back in the cart and being like, I love you.
There's I go to, there's a golf course near me that I go to that they serve fucking like fantastic taco. The food is awesome. So we'll bring the kids there and let them run around after like the driving range shuts down. They just run around on that grass. We just crush tacos, but I didn't know that was a thing because I saw a lady driving a golf cart.
Yeah,
and just out of like literally innocent.
It's the hottest outfit possible.
Yeah, I was
like
just kind of
tennis skirt and polo.
I was trying to figure out. I was like, is this a thing? I thought it was just like a one-off.
And she comes to give you drinks and snacks.
Really?
While you're already hammered on the golf course, and you go.
See, I didn't know that.
And while your wife is saying, "Where are you? You've been gone too long."
Yeah.
You go, "Bitch, I'm on the third fucking hole."
That game seems designed to just like absolutely crush wives. It's so long.
Yeah.
It's so long, and it's just the bros, and they split it up.
Yeah.
They go, hey, no. There's a girls golf, there's guys golf. Something I'd love to get into, but I just don't have the
I went
time.
to the driving range a couple of times.
Driving range is sick.
With Gerby's. He loves it. It's all Gerby's talks about.
Could I walk the grounds with a walking stick and not play?
Yeah, you could just walk on.
That's what I'm saying. I would
People might come up and be like, "Who are you?"
like I'm
hiking.
Like
I'm trying to find the car girl. My daughter was. I'm from Pennsylvania. My daughter went missing. I think she's a cart girl. She fell in with the wrong crowd. The club pro here took her under his wing.
She fell in with some caddies.
She fell in with some tough caddies. Now she's a whore.
My cousin was caddying for a long time, and he like got nasty at golf.
Yeah,
I think he's like sub 80.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm always
That's as
blown
good
away.
as it gets. Yeah,
When I hear about people going sub 100, I'm like, damn, bro.
yeah, you can play.
But yeah,
People ask me to go golfing all the time. I'm like, bro, I'll hit a 250.
Yeah,
I will hit it. You won't believe the number I'll hit.
Well, I was talking about this to someone. And they're like, no, you do pairs, best ball.
Best ball is kind of fun.
Yeah, and you just do 9 holes. He's like, don't 18's crazy.
Unless we're drinking.
Yeah, true.
It's the best part. The back 9, you're blacked out. And you get to drive a golf cart around and you go, watch this. Yeah.
It is a safe haven for drunk driving.
It's so fun.
But yeah, dudes whip those things too. Because I did feel bad because I'll unleash like the kids on the putting green. And like usually I'm there late enough where no one's on there. But the other day there was a lot of people on the putting green. They were just trying to do putts while like girls were doing like cartwheels around. It was so fucking funny.
They gotta figure out how to hit it under pressure.
That's what I was saying. I was like, hey man, sorry my kids don't do polite golf claps. Like you gotta
earn it around here.
But there was a guy, I was like, dude, it was actually like, I think it was like 2 days ago. He was working on chip shots, and there was like for real like 7 little kids running around. He was chipping it, and I was like, man, this guy must be confident.
He's focused.
Dude, he fucking just sunk it. Like he just sunk a
Of course he did.
hole-in-one chip shot on
Showing
the
off for the
practice.
kids.
I was like, what the fuck? I'd be so worried I was gonna crack a kid in the head with the ball. For real, dude.
Definitely.
He was hitting it hard enough to where I was like, damn, bro. Yeah, that golf course is the chill spot though. Tacos,
You gotta
chill.
hit the range.
I do. I hit the range every now and again.
Oh, all right.
I'm
Nice.
not bad, dude. I can hit it like, and I don't know where this came from. I can hit it straight somehow. Not with
Yeah.
a driver.
Driver's so hard.
Driver, I've sent a couple out into the road. And they're like, if you send it in the road, you're financially responsible. It's like, I don't think so, bro.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I'm hitting golf clubs at your business. I'm pretty sure you're the one with the
Yeah,
insurance.
if I hit a
policy on
car, I'm
space.
obviously leaving
Yeah.
and not telling anyone I did that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like that. Would you see that cart? It fucking shot it out like a lawnmower. That wasn't fucking me. But yeah, dude, I've weirdly got better at sports as I'm older. It's bizarre.
That
Like
happens a little. You slow down. You're not as
Just chill.
You're not spazzing. You're not nervous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, that field goal kick, wasn't
Field goal
nervous.
kick you had, bro. You
bro.
booted it.
And all I could think about, I was telling you, was that quote where it's like some Chinese Zen thing where it's like, as soon as the archer thinks about the prize, his mind becomes divided from the target. And I was just like, dude, all I got to think about is the target. And I was totally
locked in.
locked in. If I made it, that would have been sick. But I was like, just happy I got it up into the air and moved. But it's like, dude, ping pong. Then I played ping pong that night.
That
Me and
was
James
awesome.
were playing ping pong.
That was so fun.
I'm good at ping pong
I
now.
was hammered just watching them play ping pong at night.
Yeah, that
It
was
was great. I just sat on the couch, watched you
And
guys try
I'm
your
telling you,
hardest,
and
diving.
were you
people laying out.
surprised about
It was
the
really
fucking-
good. But then I did, when you went to bed, I said, I'm going to bring in my old workhorse, Chris O'Connor.
True.
Get down here. I know O'Connor's going to be good at this. O'Connor was nasty.
Yeah, I believe it. Dude,
that was my favorite part of the trip. Probably
I
was
think-
talking you and James into going back down and competing again.
Well, the craziest, he beat me, and then
That
I
was
beat
the
him,
best.
and he came up and he's like, "I beat the second." I'm like,
Yeah,
What?
they were like Matt told me who won. They played 3 games.
we did 2 sets of best out of 3. He won the
And-
first, I won the middle, he won the second or the third, I guess.
Okay, it was an easy one.
Gameplay was
Even
crazy.
Hammered to just be like, James, didn't you just say you won the game?
He did. It was
and
crazy.
then they both are like, no.
We had to go back
Gotta
downstairs.
settle it. You guys were
His-
itching to play anyway.
He played great, but dude, out of nowhere, we were fucking around. I was like, dude, it was
Yeah.
crazy, bro. It was
It was
unbelievable.
exciting times.
I'm telling you, man, getting like better at every sport and nearing your 40s is like it's kind of been a welcome, and it's all mental.
Yeah.
It's like I just don't care about like
Yeah,
missing
hit a
basketball
baseball. Let's
shots.
see you out there. I'd like to see you
That
go
would
home run
be-
derby. I bet you can hit it.
I don't know, man. That was my greatest sports weakness was the swinging the
Yeah,
bat.
because it was scary because someone was throwing a
Yeah,
fast
now
pitch.
I don't care. I'd love a ball to hit me in the fucking head right now.
Yeah, knock me.
Just
Yeah,
kill me.
knock me the fuck out. I'm done with this day
Charge
already.
the machine. Yeah, dude, I've been skateboarding fearlessly.
I'm worried about that.
I'm gonna.
You
I
sent
might,
me the videos. I said you better slow down, Matt.
bro. I might get a
You're gonna
helmet
break
and then
a
start
fucking
going.
collarbone or something. You're
Not worried about
you're gonna
bones. I'll break bones.
you're
I don't
gonna
want to fuck
sling
my
on.
head
You're
up.
gonna look like a dumbass.
Dude, I
Well, that'll be
skateboarding.
funny for stand up.
It would be kind of funny.
Yeah, broke my arm skating.
Broke my arm
Not a big
skateboarding.
deal.
It's dude, the pump track is like you drop in, and then you like you have to like move your legs in a certain way to gain speed through the hills. Dude, you come up to the last hill. The really good guys like hit it and get air and then come down.
Yeah.
But just getting to the top of that thing, you're going, and then you got to come around like a little wall. And dude, you're literally going like you're leaning and you're like, ugh. And my uncle, he does it with me. He's like 50. He was like,
nice.
he took a video. His son, my cousin, freeze like the video. Took a picture of my face. He's like, it looks like he's experiencing G-force because I'm like, like fully nerding out. Dude. It's so funny. Dude, the skate park, it's so hard, like physically. I would do it like effortlessly when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You get destroyed, just like winded
Yeah.
from just like pumping your legs and like
When's
balancing
the
your
last time
body.
you went skiing?
Not for a long time, dude.
Fucks you up.
It's got to
dude.
kill
Day
you.
2, you're like, oh shit, my legs don't work.
You got to be dead. Yeah. I was doing an hour and 10 minutes of skateboarding. My legs were fried for like 2 days. It's pretty fucking eye opening, honestly.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. But dude, once you get decent at it, it's so sick. And then it's like I've been really trying to like stamp this part of myself out, but it's like you see the other parents with their kids and you're skating, and you're like, shh, hop on the board, pops. Hop on the board, bro. But I try not to do that.
What, make the other parents?
Just be like, it's just got to be funny because like I'm there watching parents with their toddlers.
Yeah, it's
Like,
just you
same
and the
kids
toddlers.
my age. I'm ripping the skate park, and I almost want to tell them, I'm like, bro, grab the board.
They're afraid to live free like you.
Grab the board, bro.
Yeah.
Grab the board. Because I've talked to a lot of people who are like, I want to do it. I'm like, do it, dude. It's so scary when you first start dropping in.
I'm never, ever.
It's
ever.
so scary.
Just for the record, I'm never going near it.
It's so scary. And I'm not like shaming the dads. I'm more talking about like covertly seducing their wives from my skate.
Are there wives there while you're skating and you're just like,
It's wives.
did you see that?
It's the worst domestic setup where it's little kids on those little zoomy bikes where like they don't even, some of them don't even have pedals. There's like a small beginners kind of like bowl looking thing. And then there's like the advanced pump track, and it's just kids meeting their demise. And then just moms freaking out at dads being like, "Are you watching them?" And just dads in hell. And I'm just fucking
Or you're
riding.
floating.
I'm just riding the
You got a
waves.
mint,
going,
you got 2
"Brother."
milligrams in you, and you're going, damn.
Yeah, 6,000 milligrams of caffeine and like a little bit of weed, just going, brother, grab the board. Brother, get on the pump track. Well, yeah, it's fun. I am just kidding, too. I'm not thinking about seducing men's wives. But the thought has
It's a
crossed.
fun joke.
It's a fun joke. And the thought has crossed my mind. Like, dude,
How nice it would be to have sex with people's wives.
no, not that. I'm all about just getting that attraction and getting that energy.
Bro,
up.
it's skate life at this point.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're a skater boy.
It's,
You're obviously going to seduce women.
I'm not going to, well,
Come on, man.
I'll look, all here's what I'm about.
If I see a guy on the board, I go, honey, don't look.
Honey, close your fucking eyes.
Don't look.
You see
There's a guy doing the
40-year-old guy
pump
like,
track.
whoa, shit.
There's a guy on the pump track going 1 mile an hour. Don't look. Don't look, babe. Oh.
And, well, you need enough speed. Otherwise, you peter out on the pump track, and that's embarrassing. And it took me 3 days.
How many bails have you been bailing out in Arley?
Oh, I bailed. I've slammed, dude. I slammed hard the other day. I don't know what happened. Like when you come back up, I leaned forward a little bit too much. If you zone out for a second, you're fucked.
Yeah.
I kind of zoned out, and again, doesn't matter at all. But there was this like lady skating with gigantic tits, and
Is there a lady with gigantic tits skating?
you see people, and you're like, you definitely have five.
And it's hills right there.
I
right?
wasn't
Was she
checking
hitting
out.
the hills?
She was a youngster. She was a youngster, but it was
do you
a
mean?
guy. It was a young skater couple in love, but the lady was significantly better. And I shouldn't really be talking. I shouldn't be talking skate park confidential stuff, but it was just a funny dynamic because like, dude, I was watching this lady. You know, when you see people like if you're a girl who skateboards and you have like colored hair and an ample bosom, you probably have 500,000 Instagram followers. You know that shit translates to Instagram so well.
Yeah.
But they were holding down the skate park pretty hard.
She dressed like the bully from The Simpsons. The one with like the skull cap and the hair coming. Yeah.
Like a little skull cap.
Is that Ralph's? Is it Ralph the bully? No, Ralph's Nelson, but Nelson's
Nelson.
friend. Nelson's friend is who I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have a friend that Nelson is the bully?
I'm thinking of dressing like Nelson, and you were kind of spot on. But I shouldn't. I'm being a gross pig. I'm just, there's obviously, I have dual natures.
Yeah, this guy. I was thinking of Jimbo Jones.
Oh, I was thinking more like the other guy.
I feel like all the skater girls look like Jimbo Jones and Dolph
It was-
Starbeam.
It's definitely big pants, but there was a tank. There's a tank going on, but but my whole point was, it's like, again, it's like, I'm not trying to be like gross or weird, but it does put a pressure when there's a young lady watching you do a physical activity. So I was just like, you're part of, there's that part of you that's just kind of like, bro, I'm killing it, dude. This is sick.
So much better than your boyfriend. Not a big
So
deal.
much fucking, although they were way better than me. But I like leaned forward real quick and just, I don't know what happened. I was going up a hill as
Try
I
to show
leaned
off for
forward.
the
My
young-
skateboard stopped.
You showed off for the
And I
young
was
girl.
like, like slammed onto the concrete,
Yeah.
and I had to just be like, oh, yeah, dude.
You're trying to show off for the little kids. You're
They
Matt
were in their 20s.
Skate Dusky.
they're in their 20s, bro.
Hold on, I got a whiz. Can we take a timeout?
Polls. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks, dude. Shane, it's playoff time.
It is playoff time.
It's now or never.
It's now or never.
Don't miss out on the last few weeks of football action with Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Prize Picks now offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season.
Yes.
Good news, your friend MasterCard has joined the fucking game.
Yeah.
Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50
What did you
bonus.
just say?
I said sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude,
When
there's
there, do you hear this? They're just giving away money.
$50. It's called a bonus, dude. It's guaranteed.
Get in
Prize Picks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. Think Lamar Jackson will get more than 250 passing yards next week? Will Patrick Mahomes pass more than 1.5 TDs? Cook up hot takes with your friends and win
Yes.
real money this football. Yeah, I feel like you probably will.
I think Mahomes, I like that.
Definitely more than 1.5. Cook up hot takes with your friends and win real money this football season when you and your crew run your game on Prize Picks. I mean, that's such a good
What a
fucking
sick
thing.
ass crew we have.
Dude, download the Prize Picks app today and use code DRENCH to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code DRENCHED on the Prize Picks app to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game.
Run your game right now.
Also, please come to Atlanta this weekend. I'll be at the Helium Comedy Club in supposedly what's Atlanta, but apparently I've learned it's 40 minutes outside of Atlanta.
Oh.
Yeah, a little different there, but it's in the greater Atlanta area. I'll be there Thursday till Saturday. Please come. Thank you.
I have San Antonio, Dallas, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Vancouver, Seattle, Minneapolis, Tampa, Jacksonville. Be on the lookout. Let me see who's not selling tickets. What the heck's going on here? Whoa, 60. Birmingham, Alabama. I need you. I'll be in Birmingham, Alabama. April 26th. What else you got, Lameezy? Go ahead.
Hey,
Take a knee. Take a knee. Take a knee. Take a knee.
Yeah, man.
Take a knee.
Hey, everybody. Hello. It's me, Lemaire. January 16th, I'm going to be at Hilly Phillium. Hillium Philly. Come to that. That'll be sick.
Helium.
And then January 19th, the Emmaus Theater. Please come there. Yeah. Lemaire lead off fun.
Didn't even flinch.
Didn't
bro.
flinch at all.
Didn't even flinch.
Walked straight
I'll
into
be in St. Pete in Las Vegas in February. Please come if you can. Thank
You
you.
be in Las Vegas in February?
Wise
What the
guys.
fuck are you
Guys
doing
in
in
Las
Oh,
Vegas
nice.
and Coastal Creative in St. Pete, Florida.
That'll be fun. Get you down there.
Valentine's weekend.
Ooh, nice.
Please, for the love of God, come if you can.
Bring your sweetheart.
Bring your sweetheart. Come watch me
All right.
stand up. Goodbye. Thank you.
Let's get back to that fun episode.
Hey.
Sean, you decide. Stop rolling your eyes, dude. God. I'm just joshing you, bud.
Hot motherfucking damn.
I mean, it's been so wonderful to be back.
It's been nice, man.
To see the fellas.
Fuck, man. It was, look, it's a cold, mean world out there, bro.
It is.
It's a cold, mean world. But
But now they're back. Now the bros are back.
bros are back, dude. Morale is fucking soaring.
Morale's at an
right now.
all-time high.
It is soaring right now.
Now you're back. Now you guys run the mothership. Now that I'm back, you guys get to walk around with your chest held a little higher. You go, do you know who my friend is? He does Bud Light commercials.
True. You guys should start really throwing your weight around.
You should, dude.
Why not, dude?
You guys got to do battle with the Kill Tony crew.
yeah, you
You
guys.
have to.
We can't do that, dude.
Why?
You have to battle them. They think they own you guys.
They think.
They think.
Yeah, you guys should at least challenge one. Like a public beef would be nice.
Yeah.
Don't get me started, dude. I'll do it.
You will do it. You're gonna do it without us even fucking asking. And I'm not defending you. I'm gonna side with the Kill Tony guys. The Kill Tony crew of mutants versus guard dog.
Thick and thin, dude.
You're gonna have to take on the mutants.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I mean, definitely 2025 is the year for major moves. So
It's time for major
you guys got to
moves.
crack a couple skulls, sacrifice some people. You guys should. No, I don't mean like physically. I mean like
Yeah.
you guys should be at least 2 beefs by the end of the year.
I'm gonna need some beefs.
Public beefs. Or hear me out. Spaz on the mothership publicly if you don't get enough
Yeah.
spots.
Oh, have you been publicly spazzing?
You got to spaz. That's a strong move to be like, this club hates me. They're not fair. Fuck them.
I have not publicly spazzed. I've independently. I've privately
Privately
spazzed.
spazzed?
I've privately spazzed a lot.
I'm not getting enough stage time.
Such a nice move. Like, yo, for real, I think they fucking hate me. I think they hate
They
me.
hate me over there. You know what the beef? This is the beef. I'm going to manifest it. Hans Kim versus Nate Marshall.
Ooh.
I need that beef.
That'd be a good beef.
It's a good beef.
That's a great beef.
It's going to be such an easy one to start. Just immediately have Nate be like, I'm not going to, he didn't say shit, but what if he did? Yeah, it'd be
Yeah,
fun
true.
to get in there.
We gotta start. I'm just taking cues from MAGA, man. We gotta start infighting. It's
true.
if you're not infighting, what are you doing?
Yeah.
We gotta pick some point and just start fighting over it, dude.
Dude, was that the thing that ran again? Did
Yeah,
you
that's
hear
your
it?
air, bro. Your air's back on.
No, there's a fucking creature that lives on my house that sprints across the roof, dude.
Huh?
It literally sounds like a man. It sounds like it's 2 feet. It's just like bum 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 bum, and then it'll stay still for an hour, and then it'll sprint again.
Raccoons, dude. When you get a raccoon on your roof, it sounds like a grown person. It sounds like a grown.
It's either a
man.
raccoon or a possum. I've seen a couple possums
Oh,
around
a possum
this way.
would be nice.
I do like the possums. I've seen them crawl across the fence back there. That's very
R.I.P. our
nice.
possum, dude. We had to tear up our little. We had a little Trex deck area that we like tore up and put stone down. And dude, I had to get like there was possums living under there. These Mexican dudes were like trying to catch them in the t-shirt. It was so fucking funny. They're fearless, dude.
Yeah.
It was a mother possum and a baby possum.
Oh no,
The
you had them executed for your porch?
Hell no.
Oh.
They were sent on an exodus because there
You
was
were sent
nowhere for them to
somewhere
live.
else. Yeah.
But like we were like we ripped it up and it was like, all right, I know there's possums under here.
Yeah.
So like be careful. So we didn't know there was a baby. So like the mom was just going nuts. We're like, dude, here's the road to freedom. Get out of here. And it wouldn't leave.
They might have found their way to my roof.
They might, hopefully.
That was there was a dead possum in the front yard when I
What?
first moved here. Yeah, and that's when I was like, that's why the house smells like shit. It was probably a dead animal.
Yeah. They're good for you though. They eat snakes. They eat bugs.
Did you hear it again or something? Oh. No.
They move it.
No, something.
It was what, the smell?
Yeah,
No, it couldn't be a dead animal on the roof that
Yeah, I
smells
wouldn't-
bad
that
for a year.
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
Dude,
This is the
Jackson.
fart castle, dude.
Jackson.
God,
Our
damn.
neighbors put rat poison. There's the possum that we had under our porch. Our neighbors can't stand it because like it just shits and it like chills in our yard and shits in their yard.
Yeah.
I've never even seen possum shit, but apparently it was just shitting in their yard big time. Shit in their yard, hung in our yard.
That's nice.
It was really funny. So they laid out a ton of rat poison for it, trying to get it.
Who are these people?
There's our neighbors. They
Fuck
just
them,
they don't
dude.
want all the shit in their yard. And I was like, hey man, your yard's your yard. But
A dog's going to eat that immediately.
well, funny you say that. Jackson
Of course, Jackson.
gorged. We didn't know it was out there.
He's gorging on rat poison?
Jackson gorged on rat poison.
Jesus Christ. dude.
And dude, he lives again. He ate
He wants to go.
quarter pound. No, he just wants to grub.
He does like to go.
He just wants to grub.
He seemingly wants a way out.
He just doesn't care, dude. Like
How's his legs? How was his surgery?
His legs good.
It went well?
Finally, the dude has stopped. He stopped limping, but then he just instantly gorged on rat. He ate a bunch of chicken bones from the dudes who were working on the porch.
Sick.
Just threw chicken bones everywhere. So he munched them. Was like shitting out bones and throwing up. And then like during that crisis, went and just
He
crushed
said,
a
"All right,
ton of rat
Toss a
poison.
little rat poison on top of the
It
bones.
was crazy. Brittany called me. I was like doing something. She's like, Jackson ate rat poison. I was like, Jesus fucking
Yeah, he's
Christ.
dead. You would imagine he'd die.
I looked it up. I was like, fuck, all right, let's see here. I looked it up. You have to eat, I think, at least 5% of your body weight in rat poison to die. So Jackson, he only had, I was like, how much did he eat? He ate like one puck.
Yeah.
Started for the second and got pulled off. But he was throwing up like chicken bones and like lime green rat poison. It was, bro, it's trouble.
It's very funny.
But he's good now. He's cool. He's like better than ever.
Legs
Legs working.
I'm always a fan to hear what he's up to. It's never good.
It's never good, bro. It's never good. He's had 3 chocolate breakouts, mushrooms once, low dose,
Yeah.
edible, rat poison. He's for real a psychonaut, dude. He's crazy.
He's done it all.
He has done it. Truly has done it all. But dude, he's good though. Now. He was thrown up for like literally like a week or so. Then I had to switch his food and everything. I gave him.
Yeah.
I was giving him chicken and rice for like weeks. So now I give him
That's
like
good.
Yeah. Now I'm feeding him like
He's fucking
Good.
eating better than I do.
dude, he was eating.
Chicken and
He
rice.
was
That's
eating
fucking
good.
good. Yeah.
Because if you have a dog with diarrhea, the rice just like stops him up. Because he was shitting. He shit like everywhere. The one morning we woke up and there was just like puke, shits all in his bed. And he like pointed
Oh,
his
man.
ass out of the cage and just shot it out. So we were like going around and dude, nothing sours a wife in the morning, just like dog shitting. I mean, it'll get anybody really.
Yeah, that would fire me up a little.
But yeah, it's rough, man.
And
So like,
that's when that's your dog.
no, oh, dude,
Yeah.
he couldn't be more mine during that time.
Yeah.
Granted, it was both of our idea, but when he shits everywhere, it's mine. But the dude, and actually, to her credit, she handled the shit mornings really well because it was the most shit he'd ever done, and it was everywhere. It was
Shit
so
he's
much,
ever done.
bro. There was so many spots. We
Yeah.
like just set up our Christmas stuff. It was whatever, but he, yeah, it was handled. It was handled pretty well. And then so like that happened. We're like cleaning it up, and my kids are watching me, and they're like, "What are you?" And I'm explaining what's going on. The one night we went out to see Moana 2, and it was me, Brittany,
Nice.
Maya, and Chloe. Chloe, I didn't know, we're in the dark. So like we have like everyone has all their stuff. She was hitting French fries off Brittany's plate, hitting French fries off my plate. No, she was working both of us. We didn't know that she would hit both plates so hard. She ate so many French fries that morning I go in her room and she's just crying like 5 a.m. I'm like, what's up? And she's like, I did a yucky thing. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like I did like Jackson did on the carpet. And she just threw up. She didn't shit.
I thought she stuck her ass
No.
out in diarrhea. Down the bed.
No. But she just threw up all over the floor. And she does. If you leave her by herself, she'll start trying to wipe her own ass and she just smears it. It's the fucking worst. We had to convince her. So we have to get, Brittany was like, because I was like going in, I'm like, don't wipe yourself. And then she's like, I have a boo-boo on my giny. And I was like, what? And she's like, Brittany's like, I told her she has a boo-boo on her vagina, so she won't try to wipe herself. I'm
Oh,
like,
nice.
it's probably not good for long term to be like, your vagina has a wound.
Something's wrong with your vagina. Yeah, that might affect long term.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I've been telling, I'm like,
But it might be
don't-
even weirder if you're like, No, honey, your vagina is great.
Yeah, true. I think you couldn't go wrong being like, it's great.
Yeah.
So women have a massive insecurity about like, what's up with it? How is it? Is it good?
Same.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. You know.
I always try to tell my wife, I said, babe, you got nothing to worry about. Let me get in with that. Let me
Yeah,
gobble that thing.
come on.
Let me gobble that fucking
I'm trying to
thing
get
up.
in here and snack a
It's
little.
like, yeah, I've been sweating. I'm like, bruh,
Give me the sweat.
bruh.
Let me eat it. All right.
Sorry. But we're just talking about, But yeah, that's, so yeah, it is one of those things where it's like, dude, when I drop her off to do like her daycare, and it's like, we have to like give her pretzels in order for her to go in. And I'm like, man, this is definitely setting up some neural pathways that aren't great. To be like, oh, you're feeling overwhelmed? Eat some pretzels. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just munch pretzels. But yeah, she's pumped right now. She's like on this new thing where she's Ariel's mom from Little Mermaid.
Yeah, that's
She
very nice.
came up with it out of nowhere, and yeah, she's been hitting me with that every morning.
Yeah, what she said. Weren't you just?
Yeah, dude.
What happened?
She woke me up yesterday at fucking. Well, Maya woke me up at 5 a.m. Then Chloe at 6. I just never went back to sleep. Chloe woke up, has to pee. Take her to the bathroom. She goes, oh, I don't have to pee. And I'm like, you motherfucker. And then I'm like, all right, come to bed with me. No talking. Go to sleep. She's like, yeah, for sure. Lays down next to me, dude. You get like 2 seconds of silence, and you're just like, something's coming. And out of nowhere, she's like, yeah, I'm Ariel's mom. And I'm like, dude, shut up and go to bed. Stop. And then like you'll squash that, and you'll feel just a hand just be like whap right in your eye. You're just like in the dark. So I'm like, ow, fuck. And she's like, ah. And I'm like, dude, let's get upstairs. I'm done. We're not gonna try to fall asleep. That was been like bugging me out lately with like, because it really is. People like, having kids, like it's the best thing in the world. And like it is. It's like uncomparable to anything else. But then you break down like what you're actually doing. It's like insane. It's like, dude, like literally, like I've gotten shit on a couple times.
Yeah.
Peed on. I mean, dude, I had like peed on underwear. It's like when Chloe pees in the toilet, she likes to like really see what she's doing. But then she'll arch her back so the pee
I
shoots
used to take
out.
a look at what was going on.
I've done this to myself as an adult. When you like poop and you pee through the toilet and so it hit the back of your pants. Done it.
Yeah.
She did it. We were out doing like something, and she peed all over her fucking pants. Luckily, it hit just her underwear. So I was like, fuck, I didn't have a change of clothes.
Yeah.
So I just took her like pee underwear and just like put them in my pocket.
Oh no.
I forgot they were in there. So my whole point is, you're doing all this shit. I have like pee underwear in my pocket. I'm being shit on. And it's like when you break it down by the task by task, you're like, how is this the best thing in the world? And really, it's just the power of love.
It is the power of love.
And my whole point is, if love is truly that powerful, what are we doing with our lives? Truly such a powerful force. The best thing in the world is literally the most servile and disgusting tasks and just zero free time. Makes you think, dude.
It does.
It truly makes you think. But it also, having free time fucking rules so bad.
Free time.
It's crazy, dude.
Free time's pretty sick. Although too much free
You
time.
don't realize how sick it is until it gets taken away from you.
Too much free time though.
Forever.
I just had too much free
True.
time.
True.
Yeah, once we finished filming Tires, and then I was just in Westchester. Nothing to do.
That is true. People don't understand that, man.
That sucks. That like drives you crazy.
The pinging silence of like hours upon hours of personal free time is kind of fucked up.
An empty house, silent, and then they're like, I'll just go across the street and walk along the creek.
That's chill.
It was nice.
That's chill,
But it was also dead silent out there. Then you
Yeah.
walk back in your house. It's a giant, silent, old fucking house from the 1700s. I'm just standing in there like, fuck. I gotta do stand up.
that gets so disorienting. Where you're like, what am I
The
going to do?
sun goes down at fucking 2 p.m.
Yeah.
I'm just standing there in the dark. In a haunted house. The house makes noises. I'm scared now. And it's dark for 10 straight hours. It's dark. I'm awake the whole time it's dark. It's scary.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
scared for hours.
And it was remote too.
It was very remote.
was
and I
very
was very
remote.
scared.
And there's like, I remember I was out there
So
that
many,
one night.
bro, I'd go outside. I pissed outside a lot.
It's awesome.
It was very nice. The stars were out. It was very nice. But there was always a fox screaming.
Yeah.
And then it would get closer and scream closer. You got to fucking hurry your piss up,
Yeah.
run inside because I'm not sure it's a fox.
We have a coyote. We have a coyote near us. You'll hear it start yelping. You're
Yeah.
like, and the same thing. We're outside. I have my little makeshift fire pit in the lot. That pray to God they never build a house there. They're definitely going to though. But dude, I've taken it over.
You took over a lot and put a fire pit in?
Yeah, I just put
Sick.
I had like stone left over from when we did that little like patio area. So I just like
You
set
just
up a
built
little.
on.
It's just a lot behind my house, and it's
You're
like
squatting. You're settling.
technically I could do an easement. Yeah, I could be like,
Yeah.
hey man, look. I told Brittany I was going to chain myself down to my fire pit when they come. Or I might go try to find old bones from a museum, steal them, and just bury them in there and be like, what the
You
fuck?
can't touch this land.
We can't build anything on here.
Yeah.
But I've been, dude, I burnt my Christmas tree. Do you know how flammable those things are?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure, I guess that's common knowledge. They like burn
Yeah.
houses down. Dude, I was, I had like my little wood I had it going on. I'm like, let me just throw like a branch and some needles. You would have thought I'd put gasoline on the fire. So then I like chopped it up into 3 parts. And then I'm putting branches.
That's how you got rid of your Christmas tree?
Yes, burn it. It was
pretty sick.
so fucking sick.
Yeah.
Dude, I put one, like, I say a third of a Christmas tree on a fire. It got, I'm not lying, maybe 12 feet up. The flame was 12. The flame was so bright that the street lights turned off.
Jesus.
The flame, like the photo sensors tripped, they just kicked on, and it was like, oh, it's daytime.
You were going nuts.
Dude, did I show you the flame?
No.
Oh, bro, the flame is so fucking nasty.
I wish I was doing crazy. I had a couple fires. I had
Did
some
you?
fires going.
Bro, I'm
I
telling
spent
you.
most of my time standing outside looking for drones. That was a fun nighttime task. I would go, ooh, there's no clouds tonight. I'm going to go try to find drones.
If you got a sighting, that'd have been
I wish I saw several planes that I stood there for 10 minutes watching.
just being like,
That could be. It doesn't seem to
could
be
that possibly
moving.
be a UAP? God damn it, I've seen many fucking pictures. Here we go. Dude, that's me, dude. Maya takes fucking videos of me. That's me on the Peloton. Dude, sorry, I gotta find these flames. Excuse my fucking
No, find the flames.
dude, the flames, you're gonna for real, you're gonna get a little taken aback and go, dude, oh bro. That was a blaze.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
That's a third of a Christmas tree. Next year I'm lighting the whole thing up. Bro,
Are your neighbors out, or is this just you and your family?
just me and the family. Just me and the family. We had our
your
friends
family,
over.
yeah,
Dude,
the neighbors must be like, what the fuck's this
so
guy
our
doing?
neighbors aren't there a lot. They split time
Okay,
between like 2
nice.
different cities, and they've gotten fire alerts. They have like a security camera
Oh no,
that was like, "Is there a fire nearby?" Because their phone got pinged. Like, we detected fire in your area. But then the house next to me, this boggles my mind. They bought the place, and nobody's lived in there for a year and some
you gotta
change.
build some stuff in there. You
Bro.
should just expand throughout your neighborhood.
That's what I'm trying to
you
say,
should start
dude.
setting up chill spots.
My thing is, who fucking buys a house and doesn't use it? There's no renters.
Yeah,
Then the one next to us, same thing, but they just started throwing Airbnb people in there, and it's which is kind of sick because I get to like
it's probably
local.
the Chinese.
Yeah,
They're
it's like,
buying up land.
but I feel like I've met. I think it was a couple Indians actually. So I met the Indians who did it, and I'm like, I was kind of stoked. I've never had Indian neighbors, so I was like, fuck yeah. They left me
think-
high and dry, bro.
My sister's run into a big problem with Indian neighbors. I
What's
went there.
up?
I was by there for Christmas. No lights.
Oh no,
Her
Christmas
whole
lights,
Her whole neighborhood's Indian people.
bruh. That
Yeah.
would kind of chat my ass. It's like, bro, come on,
It's a little rough.
light up some fucking
Yeah,
Vishnu's, dude.
nobody's cutting the grass.
Yeah,
It's just wild.
that's not
Everyone's
good.
holding hands, walking outside.
Or they hold
Everyone's
hands,
outside,
or
bro.
the boss Indian dudes let their wives walk like 5 feet ahead of them. That's the
Yeah,
move. Where
that
it's
is
an
kinda
Indian lady,
nice.
and then the husband's 5 feet behind her, hands behind his back.
They did get that right.
That's nice.
Going on a walk with your lady blows.
Stagger it.
Try to hold hands or something. It's like, I'm walking.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm walking here.
What is it? 3-legged race? Yeah.
And then you get like a narrow part of the path and you slow down to let her go first. And then she instinctively stops.
Yeah.
And you go, no.
Yeah,
This
man.
this is a single file part of the path.
It's dude. We have some nice like little walking areas, and we've done the walks, and it's the only thing that could be nice if you do like a super long grueling walk, because there's nothing better than being like, you tired?
That is nice.
That can be nice.
I hit my lady with one of those recently. It's
on,
like,
man.
God damn, I've been sitting around. How the fuck am I the one that's not tired at all?
I got crushed the other day because we both when I found out I was pre-diabetic on the blood test. Fucking bullshit, dude. My A1C will be lower, but it'll be.
I'm sure
down
it
to
is
4s.
already.
If it's not, I'm gonna die because like
Yeah.
I've literally cut out like 90% of carbohydrates. But there was when we like first had when we first had 2 kids, we'd had this double stroller in Philly. We'd push it up hills, and Brittany would get like for real like winded.
Yeah, of course.
And then she'd always be like, I gotta go to the doctor. There's something going on. I'm like, yeah, dude, you're fucking out of shape. And like, she's still salty about that comment. But and then like she got some blood tests where like they really did reveal some sort of like irregularity about like, I don't know what it was. But she was just like, you fucking asshole. I told you there was something. And they were saying like the side effect could be like getting winded easily. And I was like, damn, that's my bad. Instantly called out I'm like, you're faking it. You're just fucking.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, she danced in the end zone on me on that. She's like, you're such a jerk. Especially like, you don't realize how things sound until like she's telling other couples or people.
Yeah, what you said.
And you're like, well, hold on. Let's put the context in there.
Yeah.
Like, this asshole just said, yeah, it's because you're out of shape. And I was like, well, I was concerned for you. I needed you to. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Motherfucking
Let's switch
bar.
over to the Patreon.
Let's motherfucking
We'll
go.
see you on the Patreon, good friends.